Yeah, hi friends. So let us get into a new chapter, that is financial statements. This chapter, very important from exam point of view. Now, exam point of view, without doubt important. Not only exam point of view, my dear, lifetime point of view also important. Okay, yeah, very much important. Why, sir? Because what you learn in this financial statements chapter, you will learn how to prepare. Correct? Now, basically, that is the preparation of. Correct. Now, basically, that is the preparation. Preparation of what you learn, preparation of balance sheet, preparation of profit and loss statement, preparation of notes to financial statements. In the initial class, I explained statement of changes in equity, SOCIE, statement of changes in equity, all the data. Okay, all the data you are going to learn it. Okay, in addition to that, in this chapter, you have got like not topic 2. I don't want to say it is a topic 2. Earlier managerial remuneration was there. Earlier managerial, okay, na? Managerial remuneration was part and parcel of the this chapter. Now in the new material, managerial remuneration part they deleted. Okay, but there are some information, some theory related. Yeah, theory and actually law related, I should say. Law related, I should say. We don't deal too much, but yes, I'll deal it. To the extent it is available, I have to deal it, I will deal it. Okay, because a question, MCQ question can come. That is the reason, my dear. Right. And dividend related. Yeah, dividend related. Yes, dividend related also they will be. Um, I mean this if you call it as a next topic or something. Yeah, this is some basic information. Actually, this is all basic information. This is very basic information which is required. Right. From exam point of view, how much important? If you ask me. If you ask me, I will tell 8 to 12 marks question can be asked from this area. How many marks? 8 to 12 marks. Yes, without doubt, 8 to 12 marks question can be asked. Understand? Right. So, obviously important. Yes. Not only that, I told you, from this area, obviously MCQ questions can come. Here also MCQ question, from this area also MCQ can come. Here MCQ can come from everywhere. Yeah. Okay, right. If they ask a question for descriptive question, 8 marks to 10 marks or 12 marks, something like that, then obviously from this area he will pick MCQ. Okay, right. So now what I will do, the very basic thing and some dividend related concept, this may take some time, not too much time, maximum 1 hour I feel. It's okay. Sometimes my feelings are not correct. Okay, right. So, so theory, I mean related, little bit dividend related. Let us clear it first. This I will close it. Okay, right. And then I'll come to this preparation of balance sheet, profit and loss, notes to financial, all those things I will start. Got it? Right. Anyhow, I have less time right now. I'll just close this topic, and in the next video I will be getting into e-topic. Done? Right. Hello, yeah. So what is that theory? What is that importance and all? I have made one small PPT. Okay, slides. So that will help you. Okay, theory is there, little bit calculation also is there, not too much calculation, little bit calculation. Okay, chalo yaar. So this is the matter. Right. Chalo. First thing, maintenance of books of account, that is as per section 128 of the Companies Act. Whatever I am going to discuss, this is all as actually Companies Act information. Companies Act 2000 has happened. Yeah, Companies Act. Mm, mm. Companies Act 2013 information. Okay, Companies Act 2013 ka information. Is it necessary? Yes. Sir, we already learnt it in law paper. Okay, you already learnt in law paper means you can just run through it once. Okay. Otherwise, anyhow, it's required. Exam point of view, though, it is must. There is no doubt about it. Hello. Let us spend little bit time on maintenance of books of account as per section 128. Maintenance of books of account as per section 128. Right? Shall we? Right. First thing, what does it section 128 talks about? Heading is given, maintenance of books of account. Yeah. Who should maintain, what should maintain? Right? Who should maintain, what should maintain? Correct, na? Correct. First, books means what? Where should I keep? Where should I keep? Who is responsible? Correct na? Who can look at these books? Correct na? Yeah, books means what exactly? So many points are there. Right? Can I shift the books? I'm keeping books here today. Okay, after some time I wanted to shift it to Delhi. Can I shift it? Yeah, you can shift it. But all those regulations are given under this topic. Chalo, let's go ahead with right. What does it says? Proper books of account and other relevant books and financial statements. Okay, right. Should be maintained at registered office. Registered office, not head office. ये क्या है सर रजिस्टर्ड ऑफिस डिफरेंट हेड ऑफिस डिफरेंट है यस माय डियर रजिस्टर्ड ऑफिस इज in the incorporation certificate if you see registered office करके one info address will be given that is your registered office not necessarily head office. Yeah, your registered office may be in Bombay but your head office may be in Bangalore. It can be okay. Yeah, registered office can be changed but I am telling you both need not be same. Yeah, what is he saying, Amma? All the proper books of account, other relevant material, financial statements, everything you have to keep it at registered office of the company. Okay, sir, we'll keep at this place. Right, that's all, sir. Not that's all. What do you mean by proper books? Let us understand. Proper means what? Correct. Na? Proper karke bola. What do you mean by proper? Proper means clean or neat to green. Not like that. Yes, they have explained, my dear. Proper means not clean, green, and all, not outside physical thing. It should give true and fair view to the state of affairs. When you maintain book may if you record journal entry, our journal entry should give true and fair to the fact. Yeah, you bought asset, land you bought, land account debit you wrote, correct. Correct. Land you bought, but you wrote building account debit. This is not correct. Correct. Now, what are they telling? True and fair view of the state of affairs should be reflected. Okay, it will be reflected. Second point, what it says, you are supposed to maintain under, not under a caste system, my dear, under mercantile system. One is mercantile system, next is double entry system. Mercantile is accrual basis. Yeah, so that means what are we trying to do? You are not allowed to, you are, if you maintain it under a caste system, then I will not call, this is not me, Companies Act. Okay, then I will not call it as proper books are maintained. Sir, I will maintain everything under single entry system. Then also we will tell it is not proper. I hope you understood. It has to be under double entry system and accrual basis. That is mercantile system, but not cash basis. I hope you understood. Yeah. Can you maintain it in electronic form? Yes, yes. Electronic form. Correct, na, sir. I am not maintaining physical books, sir. It's okay, ma. That is up to you. Nowadays, who is maintaining physical books? Very rarely. Companies, though, very rarely. That everybody must be having either Tally software or that software, this SAP, so many ERPs. Correct, na, Oracle. That, this, so many ERPs are there. Joho books. Correct, na? So many are there. You can maintain it in this. But what you say, correct na, it should be accessible in India. Accessible in India means you must be having some login ID password. Correct na, if you sit it in India, you should be able to see that. As far as you are able to see your books of account, no problem. Sir, server also should be physically in India. Na? Server. No, not necessary. Ma. Server can be anywhere. It should be accessible in India. That's all they are trying to tell us. Okay, na? Right. That part over. So you understood what is proper. Next point. Can't we change the place? You told just now registered office may maintain karna proper books. You told. That's why proper explained. And you told it should be at registered office. Registered office we understood. Can I change it? Correct. Na? Books should be at registered office only. Can't I take it to some other place? Nothing like that. You can change it. Okay, you can change it. Okay, when you are, what is that you change means? How do I change? Just take it, put it in bag and go, or send it in lorry? Not like that. There is some procedure. Okay, remember these are all important. Okay, right? Can it be changed? Yes, yes, it can be changed. But when you are changing, the first step, you have to pass a resolution in the board of directors meeting. Okay, that is what first thing. Board of directors meeting, a resolution. It should be approved by the board. Yeah, people should agree to it. Okay, sir, perfect. Second point is what? Once it is approved by the board, you have to intimate it to ROC within 7 days from the date of resolution. You have to file one form will be there in the MCA website. Mein. I don't remember the form number. You just file that. We are changing. Correct. Now, our registered office is here. We kept all these days our books of account here. Now we are shifting from this place to that place. That's all. Okay, na? Right. Inform ROC within 7 days from the date of board of resolution, which I told you. Correct? Ah? Right. That is the basic procedure. Yeah. Inform them. You pass a resolution, inform the board, and you ship the books. No problem. It is physical books, basically. If it is correct, now if it is all electric form, now what is there? What is there? It is accessible with wherever you go. It is accessible. Correct. Now then, don't no, there is no problem at all. Right, sir. Can I maintain the books at branch? Yeah, yeah. Branch book should be at a branch place only. Correct. Now, whether a branch may be in India, a branch may be outside India. If it is outside India, a branch also, no problem. Keep the books in outside only. Correct. Now, but you should be able to get an access in India also. Correct. Now, whenever our head office people wanted to see what is happening in your branch, our people should be able to see that. Got it? Yes, exactly. Yeah, keep the proper books at branch only. Correct. Proper summarized returns of the transaction should be sent to registered office periodically. Periodically. When is this? This is normal, amma. E sentence is there. E sentence I feel more suitable to the physical books. Okay. If it is electronic form books, no, my dear. What is the need, Nanna? What is the need? There is no need only. Electronic form, why summary? Full data I will give. Correct. Now, see, we did audits for hundred thousands clients. Oh, correct. Not 1 to 3 clients. Yeah, number of clients. What will happen? Branch will be Delhi. Branch is in US. Correct. But by sitting in Bangalore or Bombay or somewhere, will I be able to get the access? 100%. I'll be able to get the access. Got it? Yes, you can get the access. Got it? Yes. Right, that is sufficient. More than sufficient. Right. This is the simple information about the branch books at a branch. So what is that you learned? Proper books of account should be maintained at registered office. Proper in the sense, correct? Now you should be maintaining double entry system, and you should give true and fair view, and you should be maintaining it under accrual basis. That is mercantile system, but not under cash system. Correct. Can we change the place? You can change it. You can pass a board of directors resolution and inform the ROC within 7 days, and you can shift the books. Can you maintain the books at branch? Aram se you can maintain at branch. A branch can be in India, a branch can be outside India, but you should be able to send the information, summary information, correct? Monthly reporting, periodically they told. Periodically they did not tell very clearly. It's okay. Generally, monthly, what is happening in your branch, they should inform. Actually, I mean to say, no need to inform. By sitting in India, by sitting at head office, I will be able to have an access to what? If you have maintained everything in electronic system, if you have maintained everything in the SAP such kind of system, what is happening in the Delhi branch, I will be able to see it by sitting in Bangalore. Understood? That is the point. This section not over, little bit is there. Right. So which accounts are you supposed to maintain? Which accounts they should maintain means all accounts you should maintain, correct na? But the standard told, correct na? Some 4 lines में they बोल देगा, 4 or 5 lines में they will tell just look at first cash book you should maintain. Okay, without cash book how it will be there, correct na? Right, done. Next, sales and purchase account also you should maintain, sir. Okay, but sales and purchase account you have to maintain means along with the sales returns will come, purchase returns will come, correct na? Next, that's all. Debtors will come because sales may be on credit basis, sales may be on cash basis. Debtors will come, creditors will come, bills receivable will come, bills payable will come. Agree or not? Exactly. Assets and liabilities. अरे बस assets and liability means पूरा balance sheet आ गया. Agree? Assets and liability है तो depreciation भी आ जाएगा. Liability required means provision also will come. Correct na? So my dear, what he told in simple words, maintain everything. That's all. Okay, right. And this is one more, costing books also you are supposed to maintain if you fall under the rules and regulations of costing. Yeah, in simple words, you can write it cost records. Cost records also you need to maintain, but not every company should maintain costing records, if you satisfy the criteria. And you should be within the, in which of the activities you must be, in the production activity or processing activity, manufacturing activity or mining activity. If you are in any of these four activities, and there is some separate rules are there, cost accounting rules are issued by the companies act. Okay, right. If it is coming under that, then yes, you are supposed to maintain costing books also. Okay sir, will maintain. How long you should keep this book? Correct, assume physical books hai, otherwise electronic form mein hai. Correct na? Sir, my data is, correct na, I have got say example 12 TB data, 12 TB I purchased it sir. Okay fine, ये 12 TB खत्म हो रहा है सर, 3 साल का, करेक्ट ना, ओनली 3 years का information I kept it here, 12 TB is getting closed. Yes, very much possible. Now can I delete it sir? Last 2 years को delete करेंगे? No, 12 TB is not sufficient, means another 12 TB you buy. Okay, नहीं तो 120 TB TV you buy, but you should not delete it. Oh, is it? How long I should keep it? You have to keep minimum 8 years. Yeah, if you ask, if I come to your office today, from today, correct na? From here to 8 years information backside, immediate preceding 8 years information, data must be in your computer. If you say I deleted, criminal offense. Okay, right. That's going to be very huge problem. You cannot give that information, cannot, correct. Otherwise what will happen, people whoever does the fraud na, they will simply say delete it, you lost it. Correct na? That's why they gave 8 years. In this 8 years time, correct na, any government agency like CBI people, that people, if they got some, what is the information that your company is doing something wrong, they can come and look into it. So minimum 8 years of data has supposed to be given. Correct na? See, my dear, same question they can frame a MCQ na. Minimum how many number of years? 7 years, 8 years, 6 years, 9 years करके one question आ गया ना. Agree? So that's why you need to have the information. If you don't read this information, then it is going to become problem. Next, so that's what, if investigation ordered, correct na? Suppose some doubt came, some court can tell. What court can tell? No, not 8 years. You keep it to 10 years करके, if they say na, you have to keep it for 10 years. You don't have a choice. I hope you understood. Right. If they ask, generally 8 years sufficient. But if required, you need to keep for more than 8 years. That is what I am trying to tell you. Right. Can you describe voucher, sir? Book bola na, sir. Okay. Book we kept, sir. Vouchers will be there. Na? Vouchers in the sense what? Invoice documents, so purchase documents, so agreements. Can I delete that? Right? That's why we will apply our kind of knowledge. That's why they told books includes the supporting document also. Suppose you purchased goods. Correct now, you purchased goods. What have you written? Journal entry you wrote, purchases account debit to creditor. Excellent. How much you purchased? 10 lakh item I purchased it, sir. On which date? Say 31st August I bought it. Excellent. What is the guarantee that you purchased it first of all? Tell me. Where is the guarantee that you really bought it? Correct na? So that means with respect to this, do you get an invoice or not? One bill will be there na? Invoice you call, bill you call, whatever it is. Show me that bill first. If the bill is available, then yes, that's why voucher in the sense what? That supporting document. It supports the transaction. It is the proof that the transaction took place. Okay, that's why, my dear, vouchers are relevant to an entry, any journal entry. If you write a supporting document, correct na, in good order, that voucher also should be good order along with the books of account. That means we say books of account includes even the vouchers. Hope you understood. Yes, right. Next question, who is responsible? This is important. Why, sir? Why are you bothered? Array, suppose example, one company is there. Okay. One company में accounts department is there. Okay, fine, sir. ये अकाउंट्स डिपार्टमेंट में करेक्ट ना, ये अकाउंट्स डिपार्टमेंट में से 100 people are working. Okay, ये 100 people includes one CFO also. Correct na, ये 100 correct, everybody is there, managers are there. Suppose who is responsible, why should I learn? Suppose something golmaal happened. Now police people came, police jeep is outside, huh? Okay, right. Now who should get into the police jeep first? All 100 will go, no, not necessarily, all 100 will not go. You got my point? Exactly. That's why who is responsible? Correct now. Tomorrow if I'll tell, "Ray, if you don't maintain proper books of account, the responsible personnel should pay 1 lakh rupees करके बोलेगा मैं. When the company's access 1 lakh rupees means who should pay 1 lakh? For that you need to know who is responsible. First MD. MD is one, he is for the whole company, he is only responsible. Anything goes wrong, first who should get into the jeep? No, our person. MD only should get into the jeep. Okay, right. Any kind of mistake, MD only responsible. That is the first thing. And next, WTD finance. What is WTD? Whole time director. क्या बोला? Whole time director. Whole time director finance. Yeah, if you are handling the finance department, then that guy is responsible. Next is our CFO. If the company has one CFO, yes, you are responsible. Any other person who is charged by the board of directors, any other person, designation can be anything. That means the board of directors must have told, Ray, my dear, your designation, I am calling you as manager. You should take care of full accounts, amma. And if he tells no, then this manager also is going to be responsible for account. Correct? Na? Board of directors must have given the responsibility to somebody. Exactly. Correct. Sir, suppose, sir, I did not maintain books properly. Correct. I deleted something. What is my punishment? That is what here. Okay. What is your punishment, sir? Imprisonment 1 year. Full free food. Correct. Na? Food free, bed free, everything free. Imprisonment. Right? Rent concession, accommodation. Correct. Right. Imprisonment, 1 year imprisonment. That's all. Not that's all. Minimum of 50,000 rupees, maximum to 5 lakh rupees. Depends upon the what kind of mistake you have done. If you have done a small mistake, means 50,000 rupees. No, you did a big misstatement. Up to 5 lakh rupees penalty will be there. Okay, right. That's all, sir. No, ma. Sometimes you will get combo offer also. Combo, both. Right. What is that combo? Yeah, you will get rent concession arrangement. Rent concession of full freedom. 1 year be in the jail. Right. And the money also will be out. Combo. This is the benefit. What you get. Right. Understood? This is section 128. Right. Maintenance of books of account. Next important section is section 129. This is with respect to financial statements. That is what your chapter actually. Agree, na? So that's why you need to know full information. Right. So read carefully, ma. At every AGM, what does it says? The board of directors shall lay before the company. They should keep. Before whom? Company. Company means what? Company means members. Before the members. Where they will keep? At AGM. AGM में who will come? Annual general meeting. Who will come? Obviously members will come. Yeah, who is responsible to give something? Board of directors are responsible to give something. Correct? What do they give? That is what next information. Yeah, financial statements you have to give it to the members. It is mandatory for the board of directors. If they don't conduct AGM, they will also will get some combo offer. That is later, we'll see. Okay, right. Financial statements you should give. Financial statements, how should I prepare? Can I prepare financial statements in my own fashion? No, not allowed. Then what should I do? Yeah, you have to prepare. There is something called Schedule 3. Correct, na? Which we spoke already. Schedule 3 is there. Schedule 3 means Division 1, Division 2, Division 3. Have I spoken already? Correct, na? No, I don't know exactly. I'll just once again explain. Okay, financial statements. Yeah, financial statements are dealt by Schedule 3. Schedule 3 of the Companies Act. Okay, Schedule 3 is divided into three parts. That is called division number 1, division number 2, right? Next is division number 3. Division number 1 deals with what? Yeah, division number 1. Yes, division number 1. Tell me, division number 1 deals with what, my dear? Division number 1 deals with what? Right. That is accounting standard complied financial statement. Yeah, correct. Already in the basic chapter we have learnt. If you have got a net worth of below 250 crores, net worth, not sales, net worth, then you will be following accounting standards. If your net worth is crossing 250 crores, then it is Ind AS financial statement. This is Ind AS financial statements. Ind AS financial statements, but it is for other than NBFC. Yeah, what about division 3 will talk, sir? Division 3, Ind AS of only NBFC. Yeah, e format is different. But listen, my dear, this is part of CA inter syllabus. I think I will explain same thing once again, but fine. This is part of CA final syllabus. This is not in anybody, I mean, not as a student. Once you complete it, when you go to NBFC companies and all, you have to learn that division 3 format. Okay, schedule 3 talks about next every division. E division will be into two parts, E division also into two parts, E division also two parts. Part 1 talks about balance sheet, part 2 talks about profit and loss statement. Okay, part 1 talks about balance sheet, part 2 talks about profit and loss statement. Okay, if you want, you take this. Then, hello. So, financial statements, consolidated financial statements also you have to provide. Okay, when you say consolidated financial statements, when are you supposed to prepare consolidated financial statements? Consolidation, yeah, one is that is one chapter obviously, which is part of her syllabus, dealt by accounting standard 21. Yeah, we discussed under accounting standard 21. Where a company has one or more subsidiaries. Correct na? क्या बोल रहे बोलो? Where a company has one or more subsidiaries. Correct. Subsidiary includes associates. E JV they removed it. Nana. This is I have to delete it from my slide. Not a problem. You can. Earlier JV was there. In the recent past, they removed the JV. I did not remove it in my slide. Right. So, where a company has one or more subsidiaries, subsidiary includes associate. If you have only one associate also, you are supposed to prepare consolidated financial statement. Right. And whatever you are going to prepare, correct now, that should be as per the Schedule 3 format. Correct. Balance sheet, you should comply with the format. Part number 1, balance sheet. Part number 2, P&L format, which I just now told you. Agreed? Right. If you want to write till this extent, you can copy because it's going to be out. Done? Yes, exactly. Now come to the matter. Balance sheet format, this is fine. Is it applicable to every company? It is applicable? Not exactly. Some 4 companies or 3 companies are there and etc. category fourth one. For 3 companies, they gave an exemption. What they give? Exemption. Few companies don't need to prepare your financial statements as per schedule 3 करके बोल दिया. Okay, why they are not? Look at it. One is banking company, don't need to prepare as per this. As of now, nothing. Okay, insurance company, no. Electricity companies, no. Right. Any other class, if it is prescribed, that is etc. Nothing is prescribed so far. Why, sir? For all of these companies, no answer will come. Why, sir? As of today, banking companies have to follow what? RBI regulations. Yeah, RBI has given a regulation, separate format. Banking company balance sheet profit and loss will not be like a manufacturing company, NBFC company format, will change, my dear. All are not one and the same. Next, if it is an insurance company should follow IRDA. IRDA has given the format, my dear. Yeah, electricity companies have got a specific format. Specific format as per the some law, separate law is there for electricity companies. Yeah, there, I mean, allocation of profits, availability of profits, so many things are there. That was there in the CA inter syllabus long ago. Long ago means at least 7 8 years before. That is removed long ago only. Electricity companies could delete kar diya. Okay, good job they did. Still you had a in the old syllabus में banking companies का insurance company का format भी था. Thank God they deleted that also. Frankly, ma, banking is a specific industry. Insurance also specific industry. As a learner, as a beginner, why should I go to the specific to the industry? Agree or not? Thank God ICA realized that is not required. Okay, right. So these companies have got their own set of financial statement format is already available. That's why they don't follow schedule 3. Okay, they will follow their own set of financial statement format. Next, right, tell me who is giving the financial statements? Board is giving. Right now, board only has to prepare. Board is giving financial statements in the AGM. To whom they are giving? To the members of the company. The financial statements, something will draft and give it. No, it has to be in line with schedule 3 format. Can I write whatever I want? No. Read the line. The financial statements what you are going to give should give true and fair view to the state of affairs. It has to have a true and fairness. You can't write whatever you want and close the matter. No, not at all accepted, my dear. Agree? Next. Financial statement should be in compliance of accounting standard. You prepared financial statement so and so, that has to be in line with accounting standards. Okay, if it is not, then not acceptable. Okay, that is a duty under 129 to the board of directors. Next, suppose if any accounting standard or Ind AS, whatever it is, if it is not complied with, sir, I prepared financial statement, Ind AS 2, inventory valuation is not done as per accounting standard 2. Yeah, correct. You are telling you did not comply with accounting standard 2. Isn't it your courtesy to tell why you did not comply? What made you to stop to comply the accounting standard 2? कुछ तो कुछ बोलना पड़ेगा ना. You cannot say simply I will not comply करके. That's why you have to disclose which standard. AS2. Correct na? Reason for deviation, why you did not comply? Sorry, you did not comply AS2. Then how did you value inventory? If not AS2, correct na? Have you created one more new standard? Right? Isn't it? You have to tell, no? Otherwise, how do I know? Correct. So that is what is the financial effect. Because you have not complied, because of not complied, your inventory value went up, down, something कुछ तो कुछ बोलना पड़ेगा ना. ये बोलो, financial effect भी बोलना. You have to write it in notes to financial statements. Hope you got it. Right. This is the basic. Little more information is there, my dear. Okay. Right. So now the question. Yeah, what is the next question? Consolidated financial statement. Yeah. Before reading the line from here. Yeah. First of all, have you noted? First, was it noted? Right. So consolidated financial statements ko as of now there is no format. Specific format is not issued by ICA, not issued by MCA. No. Same standalone format what is there, other format will apply it. But there is a guidance note on India, guidance note on schedule 3 is available. ICA has released. There they gave some information. But Companies Act has not given any information. We are reading a section from Companies Act. Na? Companies Act has not told anything about it. Okay, Companies Act has not told anything about it, right? Yeah, 1 second. So as I told you, consolidated financial statements, correct? Na? There is no specific format, but right now you are supposed to follow the Schedule 3 format only. And obviously, accounting standards has to be followed. Everything should be followed. Slight change is there. And as I just now mentioned, in the Schedule, the guidance note of ICAI on Schedule 3, they have given little bit of guidance even on the consolidated financial statements. Yeah, anyhow, as you we study accounting standard 21 consolidation, na, then you will get to know little bit, not little bit, remaining parts of it. Okay, but as I just now in the last slide I have mentioned, consolidation is supposed to be done who has got a subsidiary. If my company has a subsidiary, then I'm supposed to prepare consolidated financial statements, not only subsidiary. If I have only one associate also, I'm still supposed to prepare consolidated financial statements. Okay, right. Yeah, so that is the matter. Yes, so they said that consolidated financial statement format will be prescribed by government करके as may be prescribed बोला अभी तक right till date they have not prescribed anything with respect to consolidated financial statement. Done. Next here, who is responsible to prepare financial statements? Who is responsible? We already mentioned it. Financial statements is the responsibility of the board of directors, not by accountant, not by CFO. No. So financial statements should be prepared. It should be in true and fair view. It should be complied with accounting standards. They should comply with the Schedule 3. Correct? Na? Right. We discussed it so far. Who is responsible? MD to will be responsible for everything. I told you. Company may something went wrong. Okay, then who is responsible? MD is responsible. First, if the company has MD, then MD is only responsible. He is the bakra for everything. Okay, right. Next, WTD finance. Yes, because it is all related. See, there is a WTD HR, WTD sales, whole-time director for sales, whole-time director for operations. No, they are not responsible. No, my dear. How come they are responsible with respect to financial statements? You tell me. Illogical. Right. That's why they said very clearly WTD finance and CFO will be same partisama whatever you have learned in the 128 section ka who are responsible, same guys are responsible. Okay, in simple words. And who is responsible? That is equal to section 128. 128 में क्या है? 129 में same है. Okay ना? Right. And one more thing, if you tell, correct na? Sir, my company, is it required that one company should be having one what do you call? One company should be having MD? Not necessary. Correct na? You will go, police people will go. Just example. Huh? Right. Ray, who is MD? Sir, my company does not have MD. Okay. So tell me then who is finance? WTD finance head. No, we never appointed anybody, sir. We have only two directors. Not specifically like he's finance director, I am operations, this guy is sales, that guy is HR. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, sir. We'll handle everything. How is it? Is there any CFO? No CFO, sir. Is there anybody appointed the board of directors have appointed? Nobody appointed, sir. Then who will go to jail? Correct, no, that question should come, na. That's why intelligently, see, maintenance of books are one level. This is submission of information to the members. When you don't even submit, when you are not willing to submit the information to the members at AGM, there is a big level of fraud. Correct, something wrong, seriously mistake. That's why they said, oh, nobody is there in the top. Yes, nobody is there, sir. You can go home. We don't go home, my dear. Who are all directors? We two only, na. Chalo, both of you go. Let's both of you get into jeep. Understood? Yes. So all the directors, if no officer in the company, if you are not falling under any, if four में कुछ नहीं है तो, then don't worry. Everybody director. What name you call, I don't care. Come, get into the jeep. All the directors should get in. That's it. Understood? Right. That is the point. Next, punishment is like same as section 128. Sections 128 ka same 1 lakh rupees to 1 year ka imprisonment, 50,000 to 5 lakh rupees and combo offer, all those. Okay na? Right. Next section is, yeah, other sections are there, but those are not very crucial for accounting. Financial statements ka itna crucial nahi, that's why I don't need to discuss that. Right? Chalo, accounting standards section 133. Perfect. Sir, ये 133 में क्या है, sir? This is the section, it says You companies, you have to comply with accounting standard, you have to comply with Ind AS, you have to comply with this format. करके very clearly it says. Section is book big that you will learn it in Companies Act में deeper you will learn. Here I will explain you light. Okay na? Right. This is what will happen. ICA will recommend accounting standard to whom? ICA only will prepare. ICA in the sense ICA only will prepare. ICA में there are so many boards are there. One board is accounting standard board. Yeah. See, I am one faculty member for ICAI. ICAI faculty member means not for students faculty member. I am a faculty member for India certification course for members. The ICAI conducts number of batches, online batches, offline batches, kuch hai. These batches are for what, sir? These batches for India subject is there, which you will learn in final. But there are some guys who have already qualified in the past. They never had the certificate. Correct? They wanted to get some job. Opportunities are required, so they can get into ICAI का India certification course. क्या बोला? India का certification course. Done. A certification course का I am also a faculty member. Who appointed me as a faculty member? ASB appointed. Like the different boards are. Okay, FRRB board is there. Yes, I am a technical reviewer in FRRB, Financial Reporting Review Board. What is this board will do, sir? This board will review the financial statements which are published by the companies. Yeah, there are so many companies, listed companies are there. Yeah, they will publish. Our financials, one set financial, they will give it to me. I will read through fully. I will check whether the India's compliance is correct or not. Any problem with standards on auditing, any problem in reporting, everything will have to go through. See it until this is all mistakes are there. Then they will take the action. We don't take anything. We'll just inform it to the board. Board people will discuss once again. Then they will accordingly they will deal it. Okay, so I'm one technical reviewer there. Like that, so many. ICA will recommend. ASB will write the standard. ASB will write the standard. Okay, done, perfect. Then what is happening here? The next thing, what does it happen? They will give it to whom? NFRA को दे देगा. किसको दे देगा? NFRA को they will be giving. Okay, and NFRA will be recommending. Correct. Now, once NFRA will examine. NFRA is what full form? National Financial Reporting Authority. We read it in the beginning class. Yeah, if it is related to company, NFRA will issue the standard, not the ICAI. Correct? Right. Then central government in the name of MCI, then they will release the standard. After consulting with NFRA, after consulting in the sense, obviously NFRA clears means then only it will go to CG. Once it is done, then it will come in the official gazette of the government. Government official gazette may standard will be published. This is like almost like as equal to law. Okay, right. So something like that sort. Okay, my dear. Right. Now one more small point. That is section related over. This is also section, Companies Act section only. Learn it. Right. ये क्या है सर? ये क्या है sir means, right, one second, transfer of profit to general reserve. Before 2013 Act, I mean long ago, before you, that time you don't even know, correct na? 2013 means 10 years back. Where were you 10 years back? School mein. Correct na? Right. So earlier there was a rule. Every year if you earn some profit, correct na? You earned profit of 1000. 5% should go to general reserve. Correct? There was a rule. There was a rule under 1956 Act. 1956 Act mein there was a rule. Now nothing. Sir, why is this relevant to me in the financial statement chapter? अरे when you will prepare P&L, P&L में profit आएगा. Profit आएगा तो then doubt will come ना. What doubt will come? Do I need to transfer something to general reserve को transfer करना क्या? Who will tell that? Companies Act will tell. 1956 Act used to tell no, you should transfer some percentage depending upon some circumstances. Now 2013 Act is saying nothing doing. You don't need to transfer mandatorily. Earlier it was mandatory. Minimum percentage was given. Now it is not mandatory. Up to you. If you want to transfer 50%, transfer. If you don't want to transfer, don't transfer. Or I will transfer only 1%. Boss, your choice here. That's all. Correct na? right? There is no mandatory provision to transfer minimum reserve, right? It up to the company. It is up to the company. If the company wish, transfer. Do not wish, don't transfer. That's it. Simple as that. Got it? Perfect. Next. So that's what there are no restrictions to utilize that right again. You're transferring. Correct. Now see example. See my company is how many years old company your company? Sir, my company is 4 years old company, sir. Okay, 4 years old company. Yeah. Otherwise, I'll do one thing. Yes. Hmm. Yeah. My company is 4 years. My company is 4 years old company. Correct. Okay. The age is equal to 4 years. Okay. First year we earned 1,000 rupees, 1,000 crores profit. Next year also 1,000 crore profit. That next year 2,000 crore profit. Now this year 1,500. Okay, sir. So no problem. So totally how much profit you have earned so far? Totally we have earned 5,500. This is earned profit. Earned in the past 4 years. Correct now? Past 4 years may earned. Is it still with you? Have you already given it as a distribution? Correct na? Profit you earned means you must have dividend also declaration. Correct na? हाँ sir, we have given declaration dividend. Okay, dividend भी declare किया. कितना किया आज तक? सर आज तक 2,500 rupees दे दिया सर people को. Okay, no problem. So what is this? 3,000. Correct na? Right. E 3,000. And again, okay, no, okay, fine. Have you given some amount to general reserve also? Yeah, we transferred, sir. This is my choice, sir. General reserve ko only 500 rupees I transferred, sir. No problem. That is up to you. Correct. How much is left? How much is left means 2,500 is left. Left. Left means what? Retained. Remaining. Retained. This is what? Retained earnings. So what is retained earnings? Retained earnings are nothing but your accumulated profits after transferring it to general reserve, after declaration of dividend, what is left retained? Correct? How much is still in my pocket? Itna hai 2,500 is in my pocket. That is called retained earning. E retained earnings se people call. What is the people they call? Surplus. Karke they will use one name. Some people will use accumulated profits. Accumulated profits. Yeah, people use different terminology. There is nothing wrong. They are all correct only. Okay, surplus. Accumulated profits also people use the word. What else they will use the word? Tell me what else extra word they'll use? Right? Profit and loss. Profit and loss also they will use the word. But these are all are correct. There is nothing is wrong. But recommended name is what? Retained earning. Okay, recommended name is retained earnings. It is not that if you use e names, it is wrong. No, never ever tell that it is wrong. It is right only. Nomenclature different. Okay, nomenclature is different. Correct? Na? Different names people will call. All are perfect. Right? But better name is what? Retained earnings. Right? Listen, e 2,500 rupees is left. Yeah. E 2,500, sir, I want to give dividend. Give whatever you want to do, you can do with the retained earnings. There is no restriction. There is no restriction on the retained earnings. How much ever you want to give, that much you can give it off. Got my point? Look at this. There are no restrictions to utilize the retained earnings account for the distribution of dividend. No restriction. Nobody will stop you. No, 25% only you should give. Kuch nahi. Khali karo. Zero karo. No problem. You retained earning 2,500. Sir, full I want to declare dividend. Declare karo. No problem. Correct. Now we can make the balance of this account zero if you want. Got it? Right. Perfect. Right. Next, general reserve is what, my dear? General reserve is a free reserve. Correct. General reserve is a free reserve. Free means what? Free for distribution. So that also can I make it zero? No, you can't make it zero. There are some restrictions. Yeah, but yes, it can become, but subject to some conditions. Right, but it can be used for distribution of dividends subject to conditions which are given below. Given below means next slide mein aa jayega. Got my point? Yes. Can you make it zero means not exactly, but you can utilize it. But there are some restrictions posed by the government, that is act, considering some points. Okay, what is that? It is telling. Right now the discussion is what? Declaration of dividend out of reserves. Reserves means which reserves are, whether they tell, do not tell, that is general reserve only. Okay, right. See, there will be like if you go back here, yeah, there can be capital reserves also in the company. Capital reserves we call. Okay, what are all the capital reserves, my dear? Just information. You also copy. Capital reserves means what? Not free for distribution. That's all. Not free for distribution. Not free. You note down everything. Not free for distribution of dividend. You can't give it for dividend purpose. Which you cannot give, sir. One. Must remember. Revaluation reserve. Yes, revaluation reserve is capital reserve. Yeah. Second is what? Capital reserve. Name also capital reserve. Only people use it. Yeah. You cannot use capital reserve. Third, capital redemption reserve also one more is there. Capital redemption. Okay, capital redemption reserve. That is CRR we call. Yeah, you will be learning it in the law. If you have already studied, you must be knowing it about it. Correct, na? Right. Next, debenture redemption reserve. DRR. No, you cannot hold it because this is a specific fund. This is a specific fund. There is a purpose. क्या purpose sir? डिबेंचर को redemption करना. D debenture, R for redemption reserve. It that should be used only for the specific purpose. Okay, specific fund specific purpose को purpose के लिए है, so it should be used for the specific purpose. But general reserve is what reserve I told you, my dear. General reserve is a free reserve. Understood? Now let me. I hope you copied this. Done. Right. General reserve. Declaration of profits, declaration of dividend, sorry, declaration of dividend out of reserves. Can I use it? Yeah, you can use it actually. You can use it, but subject to small conditions करके बोला ना. What are the conditions? Listen carefully. E conditions based sums are there. Okay, we have to look at the sum. So E condition is not like simply I'll just read it and forget. No, you have to remember. E standard mail, there is a lot of information you need to by heart. Not standard. Each chapter में lot of information is there where you need to by heart. Mandatorily you have to by heart. You don't have a choice. First of all, you do not have a choice. Okay, you have to by heart it. Got it? Right. Declaration of dividend out of reserves. Yes. Right. I told you, na. Government has framed some rules regarding the utilization of reserves. Yes. Example, general reserve का balance कितना sir? Sir, general reserve का balance is 1000. Okay, 10 lakh, 1 lakh, one more zero will keep it. 10 lakh rupees. Sir, my retained earnings खाली हो गया. I want to give dividend out of general reserve. Can I give? You can, but subject to condition. क्या condition sir? देखो यार, wait करो. Correct. Condition, right? What is the first condition? Not condition. This is information. When there are no adequate profits. Adequate profits. Say example. Current year, what is the profit? What is the profit you got? Current year profit. Sir, current year profit we got only 1 lakh. Fine. But we want to give a dividend. You want to give dividend of how much? Sir, every year I gave a dividend of 2.5 lakh rupees. Current year also I want to give 2.5 lakh rupees. Correct यार, current year profit 1 lakh है. Correct ना? Okay, retained earnings कितना है? Retained earnings में कुछ नहीं है sir. Okay ना? I will tell you. I'll write it here. What you look at the balance sheet. Balance sheet sir. Nice. Now here reserves and surplus is there sir. Right. Here retained earnings how much? Retained earnings is equal to only 1 lakh is there. Okay. How much is general reserve is there? 10 lakh is there. Okay, na? Right. There is a revaluation reserve. There is a revaluation reserve of 4 lakh rupees is there. Right. Now, what is the dividend? Dividend, correct. Now, dividend wants to, correct. Now, we want to declare dividend declaration. Company wants. Okay, now company wants to declare how much? We want to give 2.5 lakh rupees. Why you want to give 2.5 lakh rupees? Every year I gave it. I don't want to break that. Yeah, current year the profits are less. That's not a problem. So 2.5 lakh hai, so what we will do first? Retained earning kitna hai? 1 lakh is there. You can make it zero na. So make it zero, no problem. Isko khali kar sakta. Alright, no problem. So 2.5 minus means still 1.5. Is it required or not? Yeah, required. It is required. So where do I get this 1.5 lakh rupees? Correct na question. Can you use this 10 lakh rupees? You can use it. Subject to condition. Okay. when you don't have adequate profit. Correct. Why adequacy? You say, yeah, because I wanted to give 2.5. Current year profits are only 1 lakh rupees. So where is it? It is not adequate for my purpose. When there is no adequate profits in the current year to declare the dividend, company can declare it reserves from its reserves. Correct. Now, subject to the following conditions. Right. First condition number one. Listen very, very carefully. You should listen. Huh? Light. If you listen, pakka you will lose it. Right. Percentage of dividend declared shall not exceed. क्या बोल रहे हैं? Percentage of dividend declared shall not. Correct. It shall not exceed. Yeah, it shall not exceed. It is saying. Okay. Percentage of dividend declared. Right. How much you want to give declaration? Sir, I want to give 10% of dividend. 10% of nominal value of equity share capital. Okay, no problem. 10% of dividend shall not, the 10% should not be more than, correct na? What is that they told? 3 previous years ka average rate of dividend. Okay, last 3 years ka kya rate diya? 1 year, first year, last year means we gave 11% sir, that year 12% sir, that year 13% sir. Okay, क्या करना means plus करो divided by 3 ले लो. कुछ नंबर आएगा ना. Yeah, how much came sir? How much came means 12 came sir. No problem. Right. How much you want to declare in the current year? I want to declare 10%. 10% shall not exceed 12%. Correct. Then 10% को permission है. But done na? No. You have to satisfy all the conditions. That is only first condition. First checking is what, my dear? First checking is percentage of dividend. First checking is percentage dividend you are looking at. Next checking is amount of dividend. Read the line on your own carefully first. Yeah. So tell me, my dear, what does it says? Total amount of dividend. See, total amount of dividend to be drawn from the accumulated profits earned in the previous year. Okay, and transferred to general reserve shall not exceed. This is important point. Read once again. Total amount of the amount to be drawn. Correct na? Tell me here in this question, how much you want to withdraw? Not 2.5 lakh rupees. We want to withdraw. Required is equal to 1.5 lakh rupees. Agree? Why, sir? Why means I already have a retained earning of 1 lakh. Na? Then why will I take 10 lakh rupees se pura to 2.5 lakh rupees? I don't need it. To the extent it is available in the retained earnings, first I will use it. Why? Because on retained earnings, no restrictions are there. Correct. So afterwards, you should come to general reserve. Got it? So what is amount of amount? Just observe, this is amount. Correct. Now this is not percentage. No. The amount to be withdrawn. Correct. Now amount to be withdrawn. What does it says? Look at here. Correct. Should not exceed. It should not be more than. First point number 1. 10% of paid up share capital plus free reserves based on the latest financial statement. 10% of paid up capital means you should take 10%. Correct. Now, paid up capital you will be knowing. They will be giving the information. Free reserves. What is free reserve? I told you. General reserve. This one is general reserve. Retained earnings are free reserves. Capital reserves are not free reserves. Correct. You correct ना. यहाँ पे एक number आएगा, यहाँ पे एक number आएगा. Just calculate 10%. You keep that number here. 10% वाला you keep it. 1.5 lakh rupees should not be greater than E number. That is what he's trying to say. Okay, sir. Next E line you read it. I'll explain you. You are going to do sums based on this slide. That's why I told you. You have to remember lot and lot. It is not that you just read and forget. No, it won't work. Right. Yeah, the amount so drawn shall first be utilized to offset the losses incurred in the financial year before any dividend in respect of preference or equity shares are declared. Right. I'll explain you here. This situation, this is a different situation. Yeah, say current year we got loss. Yeah. How much loss, sir? Current year losses how much? 1 lakh rupees negative, sir. Okay. Balance sheet देखो यार, balance sheet correct ना? Balance sheet देखा तो कितना है retained earnings? Retained earnings में 1.5 lakh rupees is there. How come, sir? How, sir? Yes, this is previous year का भी last there is a 0.5. Current year का loss is 1 lakh rupees. That is how totally 1.5 lakh rupees negative number is sitting. Possible? Now, but general ledger if you see na, general ledger if you see 25 lakh rupees general ledger is sitting. Okay. Now, do you want to give dividend? Yes, we want to declare dividend. We want to declare. Yes, we want to declare. How much amount of dividend declaration you wanted to do? Sir, I wanted to give declaration of 2.5 lakh rupees. Excellent. All right. First, if you want to give dividend, just tell me, ma. Right. If you want to give dividend declaration, how much you want to withdraw from the reserves? Hmm? Can I withdraw 2.5 lakh rupees? Not sufficient. Na? What they are telling, whatever you withdraw from this, na, here by keeping here negative, we cannot give dividend. Okay. That's why what you should do first, first इसको zero करो. इसको zero करना means what should I do? What should I do? Minus 1.5 यहाँ पे ले लो. Then plus 1.5 you keep it here. Then will it become zero? Correct. So whatever you withdraw the money first, that should be used to make the retained earnings zero, not negative. It should not be negative. It should be, it can be zero, but it cannot be negative. Correct. Now first you should make the previous year profits को zero करो, कर दिया सर. अब बोलो कितना चाहिए आपका? 2.5. Then again 2.5 you have to withdraw from here. Correct. That means totally how much have you withdrawn? Totally I need 4 lakh to withdraw. I need 4 lakh to withdraw. I hope you understand. Exactly. So that is going to happen in this fashion. That is going to happen in this manner. Perfect. Yes. So now shall I go back? Yes. So the amount so withdrawn shall first be utilized to set off the losses incurred in the financial year before any dividend in respect of preference or equity shares are declared. I hope you understood na. First you should use it to offset the losses. Negative number sitting in the balance sheet should become zero at least. Afterwards, what you want to withdraw, you withdraw. Okay, next, third bit. Right. But again, once again, the first point talking about percentage. Second point talking about amount, rupees. Okay, third point, balance. Third point talks about the balance of the reserves. Balance of the reserves means the 25 lakh rupees reserves tha. Out of that 4 lakh rupees, you have to utilize it. Correct. Then you are talking about 21 lakh rupees after withdrawal. How much is left? 21 lakh is left. Balance of reserves after such a drawing shall not fall below 15% of paid up capital. Dekho carefully. It should not be below. Balance should not be below. That means what? 21 lakh rupees should be greater than what? 15% of paid up capital. That's all. It is greater than, equal to also fine. It should not be below. Equal is fine, greater is fine. 21 should be greater than 15% of paid up capital. Then it is accepted. Understood? So no sir, suppose example 15% of paid up capital has come to, correct now, 15% of paid up capital has come to 20 lakh rupees. Yeah, 21 lakh rupees is no problem. Suppose 51% of this has become say 22 lakh rupees ho gaya. But 22 lakh rupees is not greater, is less sir. That means what should I do? Right, you cannot withdraw 4 lakh rupees, then you withdraw only 3 lakh rupees. If you withdraw 3 lakh rupees, what will happen? It will become 22 lakh. Then 22 lakh rupees at least equal to 22 lakh rupees now. That management you are supposed to do. You will learn it in the next sum. Obviously, you will learn it in the next sum. Have you got it? Yeah. Right? My suggestion is first to go through before getting into a sum. Right, my dear? Yes. Yeah. So this is the material, my dear. Okay. We are going to solve the sum, concept capsule 18. Correct? Na? Right. I hope you have revised the subject. This is the same points, whatever is here. Correct. Now whatever I have explained, everything is here in the text also. But obviously I must have cut short something, correct, now which is relevant exactly that much. If you remember, more than sufficient. Okay, right. Chalo, let's have a look at the this thing, right? So what is that question you're going to ask? How much amount of reserves can be given? That's all, nothing else can be used for the declaration of dividend. Right. One thing you know it, this is very basic thing. What is the basic thing, sir? Basic thing is, my dear, when you want to give the equity shares ka dividend, you must give preference shares dividend. Na? Preference dividend should be given when you are issuing the equity dividend. This is must. That you should keep it in mind. That's it I want. Rest all fine. Okay, perfect. So now look at the concept capsule 18. Yes. So Excel Limited provides you the following information. What is that information? Equity shares of 10 each as on 31st March 2016. Okay, 100 lakh rupees is there. Okay, excellent. Free reserves as on 31st March 2015. Free reserves, they only told free reserves 20 lakh. Loss for the year, current year they got a loss. Okay, let them, right, that is equal to 1 lakh. Now, rate of equity, rate means percentage of equity dividend in the past 8 years ka de diya. But do you need 8 years? We don't need 8 years. What do you need? 3 years sufficient. Right. So, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 they took. Now my basic question. Correct. Now, well, the first condition is what? The rate of dividend you want to declare, that should not be more than the 3 previous years ka average. So, shall I take E3 years or E3 years should I take? That is the question. Immediate preceding year. Correct, na? Immediate preceding year means you are in the 9th year. Where are you, my dear? You are in the 9th year. Correct. 9th year means you are supposed to give in the last 3 years. That means average of these 3 numbers you are supposed to take it. Correct, na? Calculate average. Le lo. Calculate 9 plus 10 plus 11 divided by, correct, na, divided by 3. ऐसा किया तो क्या आएगा? 10 आएगा. Correct. Next, the management recommends the dividend 8% on the equity share capital. Okay, they are recommending equity 8% only. They are recommending. How much they are recommending? 8%. Nice. As an expert, comment upon the management ka decision. Okay. See, loss for the year is already 1 lakh rupees is there. First, what is the first condition? Condition number 1. What is the first condition here? Your rate, correct. Now, first one, what is the first one? Rate is, rate should not be greater than. That means rate should not, dividend declaration date. Right, 3 years ka average. Should not exceed करके बोला. Right, 3 years average is equal to how much? 10% आया. How much you want to declare? 8%. 8% is less than 3 years or not? Yes. So, condition number 1 is satisfied. Agree, yeah? How to draft and all I will tell. Right, just listen. Concept you listen. Okay, sir, first condition satisfied. Now, second one is what? First one talks about percentage. Second one talks about amount we told. Right, look at here. Equity share capital, how much? 100 lakh. 8 percentage you want means 8 lakh you need or not? Correct. But that's all? Not that's all. How much you want to withdraw? How much you want to withdraw? That should be the, there is already loss in the current year. Na? Are you supposed to set off the loss? Yes. So, how much you amount to withdraw? Correct. Na? Amount to be withdrawn. Yeah, amount to be withdrawn. Yeah, first one is what? To clear losses. Yeah, to clear losses. Previous year losses ko 1 lakh rupees ka clear karna. That is one. Plus, next one is what? Dividend to be declared. Yeah, dividend purpose you have to declare. How much you want? 8 lakh I want. How did you get 8 lakh? 100 lakh rupees is the capital. 8% is the thing. 8 lakh. So totally how much do you need, my dear? 9 lakh is required. Agree? How much is required? 9 lakh is required. Okay, excellent. 9 lakh you want to withdraw. Now question is what? Amount to be withdrawn, 9 lakh rupees, should not exceed. That means should be less than or equal to. Less than or equal to what did he say? 15% of 15 or 10? 10 percentage of. Am I right? 1 second. Suddenly Yeah, 10 percentage, correct. Yeah, 10 percentage of preference share, sorry, 10 percentage of share capital plus free reserves करके बोला हूँ. Share capital plus free reserve they told. Correct. So share, what is the share capital, my dear? Share capital is equal to 100 plus free reserve is equal to 120. Correct na? So 120 lakhs into 10 percentage. That comes to 112 lakh rupees will come. Agree? So 9 lakh is less than 12 lakh only na? Perfect. That means second condition also your company has satisfied. Agree? Perfect. Next, third condition. What is the third condition? The balance of the reserve. How much is right now balance? Right now balance is how much? Right now balance is equal to 20 lakhs, sir. Okay, you want to withdraw. Correct. Now, what is the amount expected to be withdrawn or proposed to withdraw? 9 lakh rupees I want, sir. That is equal to how much does it become? 11 lakh. 11 lakh will become the balance of reserve or not? Correct. 11 lakh should be greater than, correct. 11 lakh should be greater than, what does it says? 15% of paid up capital करके बोला share capital I mean to say. 15% of paid up capital is equal to how much? 100 lakh. 100 lakh into 15% how much? 15. Is it 11 lakh is greater than 15 lakh? No. Correct na? Then can you withdraw? You cannot withdraw. How much you cannot withdraw? 8 lakh you cannot withdraw. That's all. You do not satisfy third condition. Have you understood? Yeah. If you don't understand, read the line once again. The balance of reserves. Balance of reserve is equal to 11 lakh. Reserves before withdrawn minus drawn amount. After such withdrawal should not fall below 15% of paid up share capital as appearing in the latest audited financial statement. Correct, na? Yeah, because 11 lakh rupees should not fall below, but it is below. Yeah, because 15 lakh rupees is what it comes. This is actually less than. No, but it should be greater than or equal to at least greater than or equal to it should be. So now the question I'll go here. Tell me then what amount would you like will you ask them to withdraw? Sir, this number should be what? This number can be maximum 15 lakh. It cannot fall below 15 lakh. Agree? Yeah. So that means what? 20 lakh say 9 lakh you cannot withdraw. Maximum 5 lakh you can withdraw. Correct. So out of 5 lakh rupees if you withdraw, 1 lakh rupees you have to offset the previous year profit losses. Correct. That means correctly speaking 4 lakh rupees can be the 4 lakh rupees can be the dividend that can be allowed to withdraw. Withdrawal 5 lakh, 4 lakh can be given to the public, I mean to the members. If you want to give 4 lakh, you have to withdraw 1 lakh extra because you have got a loss that you have to make it first 0. Correct. So now if you instead of 8%, 8% is not agreed. It doesn't satisfy the condition. Correct. That's why if you withdraw 4%, then it works. Now we should tell boss, you were thinking about 8%. Sorry, yeah, 8% doesn't work. But if you ask me how much I can do maximum 4% you can withdraw. That's all you can give a proposal. Correct? Na? Suggestion. De sakta. Because you have to satisfy the condition. Right? Right. E question that is nothing but 18 only. Number is wrong. Okay. Chalo. Condition number 1. Whatever I discussed just now, same thing will come here so that if you want to copy it. Yeah, shares since proposed dividend of 8% is lower than the average rate, correct? 10%. Condition number 1 satisfied. Condition number 2. Maximum amount to be withdrawn. Key concept. Yeah, so how much is that? 12 lakh rupees should be the number. Amount that can be withdrawn from the reserves 8 lakh rupees for the purpose of dividend. Current year loss also you have to offset. That's why totally 9 lakh rupees is required. Correct. So what is the amount you can withdraw maximum? Maximum 12 lakh I can withdraw here. But we are asking only 9 lakh. Is it okay? Okay. If you want to withdraw lower, always welcome. Fine, sir. So second condition also satisfied. Right. If you want to make note for your reference, please. Done? Perfect. Now look at this condition number 3. Third condition देखो. Third condition में क्या क्या है sir? The balance of reserves after withdrawal. Correct. Now, this is important, very important. Balance of reserves after withdrawal. How much? 20 lakh the balance. Out of the 9 lakh, if you withdraw, 11 lakh rupees is there. 11 lakh is should not fall below, they said, but it is falling below 15% of paid up capital, which is equal to 15. That's why you are not satisfying the third condition. So you wanted to withdraw 9 lakh. Sorry, yeah, 9 lakh rupees is not permitted. You cannot withdraw 9 lakh rupees. But here I think it's correct. Na? So what is the maximum amount of dividend that you can give? You can give 4%. 4% means how much amount to be drawn, my dear? How much amount to be drawn? Amount to be drawn. 4% means 4 lakh you should give plus 1 lakh rupees to nullify the losses. So that's why maximum amount that can be withdrawn is equal to 5 lakh rupees you can withdraw. I hope you understood. Yeah, our section correctly, if you remember, our law, rules and regulations, the rules basically, Companies Act rules. If you remember correctly, there is nothing. Got it? Done. Now, Mr. Before going to here, correct? Na? Let me come here. Yes. Yeah. So question number that is over. Question number 19. Next question. देखो यार. Question number 19. XYZ Limited proposes to declare 10% of dividend. So the proposal is 10% out of general reserve due to inadequacy of the profits in the current year. Okay. From the following particulars, ascertain the amount that can be utilized from the general reserve according to the company's rules 2014. Fine, no problem. See, here there is a equity share capital reserve, general reserve is a revaluation reserve is there. Revaluation reserve is a capital reserve. We told already, you wrote. We can't use this. Agree? Exactly. Net profit for the year. Okay, net profit for the year. See, current year profit is 1,42,000. But you wanted to give 10%. 10% of what? 80 lakh. 8 lakh means 8 lakh rupees you need, na? Correct. So you have a profit of 1,42,500, na? So what are you supposed to do? 8 lakh minus 1,42,500 means you need 6,57,500 rupees you wanted to withdraw from general reserve of 25 lakh rupees. Right. That you are supposed to check now. Correct? Now, what is that saying? An average rate of dividend during the 5 years is 12%. No problem. What is the condition number 1? Rate. What is the rate average? 12%. What is the rate you are proposing? 10%. Is it okay or not? Okay, sir. Done. So, first condition clear. Second condition, how much amount you want to withdraw? 6,57,000. Correct, na? This should not be more than 15% of, 10% of the paid up capital under ETL. Correct, na? Paid up capital in free reserves is equal to how much? 105 lakhs into 10%. 10% means how much will come? 10.5 lakh that you can withdraw. But I want to withdraw how much? 6,57,000. So second condition also satisfied, perfectly satisfied. Right, now let's look at the third condition. Reserves after withdrawal. Yeah, reserves after withdrawal means 25 lakh rupees hai, isme 6.57 if it goes. Okay, 25 lakh minus 6.575. Okay, if I take it out, that will become 18 lakh 42,500 something will become. This should not fall, correct na? Reserve should not fall below the 15% of paid up capital. 15% of paid up capital, how much? 80 into 15%. That is equal to 12 lakh. Yes, 18 lakh is not falling below 12 lakh. 18 lakh is above. Correct. So, third condition also satisfied. Agree? So, since third condition also satisfied, then no problem, my dear. You can declare dividend of 10%, which is 100% agreed as per Companies Act Rules 2014. That's all you are supposed to tell. Correct? Right. E numbers forget it. Huh? Right. Condition number 1. Dekho yaar. I'm just showing it. Read it on your own because same thing only what I have discussed just now. Then, right. Condition number 3 also dekho. Whatever you did rough calculation, na? Exactly that is only rough also same. Whatever you do, that is only you are supposed to do. Then perfect. Since all the three conditions are satisfied, the company can withdraw 6,57,000 rupees करके बोल दिया. Okay ना? Right. Let's go to the next sum. This sum. Yeah, this sum mein what is there? Preference shares are also there. Yeah, I have to give all the possibilities I have to provide. That's why I provided. Yeah, look at the question. Easy, not difficult. My suggestion, pause it and first you try it. That will be more good to you. Hmm? Due to inadequacy of profits during the year ended 31st March 2015, XYZ Limited proposes to declare 10% of dividend out of general reserves. No problem. From the following information, ascertain the amount that can be utilized from the general reserves according to the declaration dividend rules of 2014. We'll decide. Yeah, share capital, paid up capital, they told. Correct. Now, whenever they say share capital obviously includes equity share capital plus preference share capital. That you should not have any doubt. Correct. Now, share capital means both the things will come. 16 lakh equity shares of this money, 160 lakhs, not a problem. General reserve, capital reserve, revaluation reserve. These two are free, not free reserves. These are all capital reserves. We already noted. Net profit for the year. Current year, they got a profit already. 5 lakh, 6 lakh rupees, you got it. Average rate of dividend during the last 3 years has been 12%. No problem. And you wanted to give declaration of how much, my dear? 10% only you want to give. So, right. Can I tell directly? First condition is satisfied? Yes. First condition satisfied because rate should be not more than 3 years average. Yeah. It is below, not above. So, no problem. Right. Now, question number second condition, will it be satisfied? What is second condition? Amount to be withdrawn. How much amount you want to withdraw? First of all, how much you want? Sir, I have to give preference dividend, no, first mandatorily. Yeah, preference dividend how much? 9% on 35 lakh. Okay, 35 into 9 percentage. How much does it come? Preference dividend of 3 lakh 15,000 rupees. I want only for preference dividend. Okay, what about equity dividend? Equity dividend 160 lakh is there. 160 lakh into 10 percentage means obviously 16 lakh. Okay, 16 lakh. Okay, done. So totally how much money you need it? I need actually 19 lakh 15,000 rupees is required. But do you want to withdraw that much? Why? I have current year profit is already there na 6 lakh rupees मेरा पास है. I thought 13 lakh 15,000 is what you wanted to withdraw. Got it? You wanted to withdraw. Clear? Right. So now the amount to be withdrawn should not be more than 10% of paid up capital plus free reserves. Okay, paid up capital plus free reserves means isn't it these three numbers? Correct. 35 means 85. 85 plus, correct now, 160 plus 85, that is equal to 245. 245 lakh into 10 percentage comes to how much? 24.5 lakh rupees it will become. Correct. This should not be, correct now. This should be less than. Yeah, it is less than. No problem. So, condition number 2 satisfied. Agreed? Third condition. Third condition is what? Reserves कितना था? 50 lakh. इसमें how much you want to utilize? 13 lakh. 15,000 छोड़ दो. That means how much is left? 37 lakh rupees is left. 37 lakh should be greater than 10% of paid up capital. Paid up capital means these two numbers. 195. Correct? No, sorry, 15%. So 195 into 15 percentage. Yes, that is coming to 29.25 is coming. Yes, is it greater than? Yes, it is greater. So third condition also satisfied. So then what can you tell them? No problem. Go ahead with 10%. Your 10% proposal will satisfy. Correct. It is satisfying. Right? It is satisfying. What is it satisfying, my dear? Your rule. Correct. Na? It is pakka satisfying. No issues at all. Perfect. Exactly. So now, chalo, just have a look at the slide again. Right. Number forget. Yes. Condition number one. Have a look at it. Read through once. Done. Right. Next, third condition also. Since all the three conditions are satisfied, so no problem. 13.1 lakh can be withdrawn from the accumulated reserves or general reserves or free reserves से ले सकता आप. Right. One more reserve, dividend equalization reserve करके एक reserve है. Dividend equalization. Dividend equalization reserve. This is also free reserve, amma. Free reserve. Just make a note somewhere, because suddenly if they give a new word na, then you will be getting struck. नहीं ये फ्री रिजर्व है क्या, कैप रिजर्व का लिस्ट थोड़ा दे दिया. But this is different. This is dividend equalization reserve is also free reserve. Got it? So in this 1.5 hour lecture, what is that we have completed? The basic part. Correct now. What is section 128, 129, 133? Dividends क्या है, reserves क्या है? Correct now. Can we withdraw it from the reserves? That much is completed. Right. In the next, the topic, this is one small subtopic kind. Okay, subtopic kind is over. Fine. Now what is left? What is left is preparation of financial statement, that is balance sheet, profit and loss preparation is left. Got it? That we will be getting into, right? Yes, after a small break. Yeah. Yes, my dear. So let us start this. This is obviously continuation to managerial remuneration. This is part and parcel of financial statements. Okay. Yeah. So as I told you, like we are going to get into schedule 3. Okay, schedule 3. Schedule 3 of the Companies Act 2000 to 2013. Correct. What does this schedule 3 teach about? Okay, but out of this schedule 3 is very big. Schedule 3 is into part 1, part 2, part 3. Okay, right. But out of this part 1, part 2, part 3, I think I must have told already. Only part 1 is what applicable to CA inter level. Okay, part 2, part 3, no, it is not applicable. Part 2 is applicable at CA final level. Part 3 is not applicable to anybody right now, because that is specific to NBFC. Specific to NBFC companies who are following Ind AS. Okay, right. So let me, if I just try to explain it. Yeah. So you can make a note of it. So schedule 3. Yeah. Is schedule 3 is into how many parts? Divisions we call, not parts, division. Yeah, that is division. Division 1. Yeah, division 2. Division 3. I used wrongly word part. Okay. Within division 1, part 1, part 2 will be there. Division 2 also part 1, part 2 will be there. Okay. Division. Yeah. Division 1 is what? Division 1 is applicable to whom? Division 1 is applicable to, make a note. Yeah. Division 1 is applicable to whom? Division 1 is applicable to accounting standard compliant companies. Accounting standard compliant companies. Yeah. Who is following accounting standards? Only for them it is applicable. Okay. Right. Sir, what about division 2? Division 2 is applicable to whom? Yeah, division 2 is applicable to companies. Okay, what is that? It is applicable to Ind AS compliant companies. Ind AS compliant. Ind AS compliant companies. Yeah, but Ind AS compliant company other than NBFC. Other than NBFC. Right. What about division 3? Division 3 is applicable to Ind AS NBFC companies. NBFC companies. NBFC companies who comply with, who complies with
Correct. Now, who complies with what? Ind AS. Yeah. Here we have excluded na. Then obviously we have to show a way na for them. That is what division three. Maybe in a year or two, even for a bank also it will be applicable. I think they will come out with division four. Banks, insurance companies को division four, division five कुछ करेगा. That is what is going to happen. I don't know exactly, but what is the plan of RBI? You have to wait and see. Right. Next. What is this schedule 3? Basically, yes, I will explain it in the obviously slide. But before that, okay, schedule 3 will be explaining the format basically. It is going to explain the format. Format of what? Format of the balance sheet, profit and loss statement. Basically, it explains the format. Yeah, if format correct again. Here also you write it here, my dear. This is applicable to whom? This is applicable to CA inter students. Yeah, this is applicable to CA final students. This is not applicable to not to students. Okay, this is not to students. Students don't need to read the division number 3. Okay, next. Listen, as I told you, this is going to talk about format of balance sheet. Exactly, format. Yeah, E schedule 3 division 1. Division 1 is into two parts. Okay, this division 1 into two parts. That is part 1, that is part 2. ओके या पार्ट वन में क्या है सर पार्ट वन में बैलेंस शीट फॉर्मेट है पार्ट वन हैज बैलेंस शीट फॉर्मेट एंड बीएस ओके ना बैलेंस शीट फॉर्मेट एंड जनरल गाइडलाइंस करेक्ट ना ओके जनरल गाइडलाइन रिलेटेड टू बैलेंस शीट या दे विल टेल रिजर्व्स एंड सरप्लस में व्हाट शुड बी देयर एंड सम पॉइंट्स विद रिस्पेक्ट टू रिजर्व्स एंड सरप्लस and equity share capital some points will be there what are the some points I mean as an example yeah whoever the investors have got more than 51 percentage of stake they have to write it. Suppose Mr. X has 5 percentage sorry not 50 more than 5 percentage of stake, Mr. X has 6 percentage, then we have to inform this. So what is additional disclosure requirement is going to be given there. Okay, part 2 will talk about profit and loss format. This is P&L format. Yeah, just for your information, before 2013, before this act, there was no format only first of all for P&L. Yeah, everybody used to write it in their fashion as per their company business nature, etc., etc. They used to record it. But now in 2013 onwards, there is a format, right? But is it very strict? Can I change the format? Hmm? Can I change the format? Right, you can change the format. When you can change, I'll tell you. Okay, first, even though part 1 talks about balance sheet, part 2 talks about balance sheet, part 2 talks about profit and loss statement. Listen carefully. Correct na? The wordings here, the wording should be in line with okay, wording should be in line with. Yeah, in line with what, sir? In line with accounting standards, accounting standards ka words only you are supposed to follow. Accounting standard में क्या है our day you are supposed to use it. Exactly. See, earlier, correct, a simple example what I say earlier, right? Earlier they used to write what fixed asset करके they used to write. Yeah, fixed assets करके लिखा. In 2013 our standard name also accounting standard 10 fixed assets है. That's why that format also was saying fixed assets. But in 2016 what has happened, accounting standard 10 is revised. Okay, it is revised. And the name also changed to PPE. Name is changed to PPE. Now, hmm, not fixed assets. Yeah, this is fixed assets. Yeah, fixed assets. Yeah, in accounting standard 10, later it is what has happened, my dear. It is changed to PPE, word is changed. Now, which word I should use it in the balance sheet? Which word you have to use it PPE. Yeah, subsequently they have amended the schedule 3. Actually, amendment is not required. Why amendment is not required? Schedule 3 itself says, not you and me. Schedule 3 itself says the language is supposed to be as per the accounting standard language only. Oh yeah, it is that. It is very clearly given in the schedule 3 wordings. I hope you understood. I am not saying this. It is said by the schedule 3 itself. Okay, right. Any accounting or format, because schedule 3 talks about format may, if there is any clash between what accounting standard and law, I mean schedule 3 basically, accounting standard will override. Accounting standard cannot override the law except schedule 3. That's all. Okay, this is an exception to the basic rule. Okay, what do I say? Yeah, accounting standard, yes, you're right. Accounting standard cannot override the law. Accounting standard cannot override the law. Yeah, here except schedule 3. Schedule 3 ko accounting standards can override. Yeah, so the next point what I would like to say, okay, next point what I would like to say, yeah, if any clash, any difference, any differences between what, sir? If there is any differences between accounting standard and schedule 3, yeah, with respect to what, sir? With respect to definition, my dear, yeah, and with respect to format, yeah. The definition as per the section 2 of the Companies Act. This is also an exception. Section 2 of the Companies Act. Correct. What is that you should follow? You should follow accounting standard only. You should follow accounting standard only. Yeah, you cannot say I will follow that this. No, 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 no. You should not. Correct, na? Yeah. One simple example I'll tell you. I must have told already, maybe. Right. It is accounting standard 18. Accounting standard 18 में KMP, key managerial personnel, definition is given. Okay, who has the authority, who has the power, correct na? Power to what? Power to planning, directing and execution of this or operating and financial policies of the entity करके accounting standard 18 says clearly one definition. But okay, as per this what will happen? Company secretary will not have the power to do operations of the company. Company secretary is for compliance person. Correct. Now, compliance means what? Whether the company is following the Companies Act rules and regulations. Are they conducting the board of directors meeting? Are they conducting the AGM, EGM? All those things only this company secretary will take care. But he will not take care. I hope you understood. He will not take care of the operations. Correct. Now, whether you supplied the goods or not, whether you have collected the money, why will he bother? So, as per our definition, as per a KMP, company secretary will not come. I hope you understand. But as per the Companies Act definition, my dear, company secretary also is part and parcel. Okay, so now the related party transaction. Correct, na? Accounting standard 18 talks about related party transaction. So whether this company secretary is a related party, na? No. When there is a clear definition is given under the KMP, as per accounting standard 18, you are supposed to follow accounting standard 18 rather than Companies Act definition. Okay, yeah. Here again, as per accounting standard 18, one more definition I will tell you. Relative definition is there. Relative. Accounting standard 18 में relative definition में क्या बोलता? Correct ना? Suppose this is individual. Individual का father is relative, mother is relative. Correct ना? Brother and sister are relative, and spouse is relative. Correct na? And their kids. Correct na? Their son, their daughter. This is the relative definition. That's it. Okay, but if you this is definition as per accounting standard 18. But if you see, what is that you should see? If you see Companies Act with definition में relative में क्या क्या आता? Step son, step daughter, everybody will come. Correct na? So many in-law concept also can come. I mean, correct here. Now, which one I should follow, sir? You have to follow account when you are reading accounting standard 18, accounting standard definition only you should follow. Okay, right. Here I told you now with respect to definition, with respect to format, accounting standard will override the schedule 3 and the section 2 of the Companies Act. I hope you understood. Yeah, not only here, many places actually, many places. Okay, even the definition of control as per Ind AS or AS and compared to Companies Act, different definitions are there. Correct? Who is a subsidiary? Who is a subsidiary? On whom I have a control. Correct? Now, if I have a control on that company is subsidiary to me. Agree. But now the question is whether you have a control. Control me. What do you mean by control? Definition taken. Then shall I say accounting standard definition or shall I say Companies Act definition? Accounting standard definition is final. This is it is what explained in where is it said, sir? Where is it said means this information is told in rule number 4 of the amendment rules. Yeah, amendment rules में very clearly बोल दिया. Right. No, you follow accounting standard, that is only better. Hope you understood. Yeah. So this is like this. Next, one more information I will tell. Yeah. See, sometime what happens? Accounting standard 10 if you go. Accounting standard 10 says, what does accounting standard 10 says? Arey Ravi, you disclose 1, 2, 3, 4. These items you disclose as per PPE standard. Will tell. Yeah. If you go to schedule 3, correct na? E1 they will also tell, E2 they will tell, correct na? In addition to these two they did not tell. Okay. But fifth one they told, sixth one they told. It is like this. You understood my point? Yeah, these two they did not tell. Disclose करके नहीं बोला वो. 3 4 as per the accounting standard, schedule 3 is not telling. Now tell me, in the financial statements, what should I disclose? You understood what I asked question? Yeah, what did I ask my question? Accounting standard 10 is asking us to disclose point 1 2 3 4 करके बोल रहा है. Schedule 3 is asking us to disclose in the financial statements 1 2 4 3 4 they are not asking, 5 6 they are asking. So now what should I do? Financial statements में what should I disclose? Question clear? Financial statements में what should I disclose? As per schedule 3, why should I follow schedule 3 only? That means you don't follow accounting standard, huh? Then yeah, in under that circumstance, what are you supposed to do? You have to follow both. That's all. You have to follow. You are end of the day. What is that I told here? When there is a clash, follow accounting standard बोल रहा है. This is not a clash, no? Is it a clash? Huh? No. This guy is telling you disclose 4 items. That guy is telling 4 items. But our four में 2 extra are there. You have to follow both. You have to follow both. As far as there is no, this is not a clash. Correct now? Yeah, you follow. Both you have to follow. So 1, 2, 3, 4, I will follow as per accounting standard. These two are extra are given, na? Extra are given. So that's what 5 and 6 also I will follow. So in the financial statements, what am I supposed to disclose? What is required as per accounting standard also you have to disclose. And what is required as per schedule 3 also you are supposed to disclose. Hope you understand. When it comes to disclosure, you have to comply with both. Yeah, it is again, sir, accounting stand clash. This is not a clash. Correct? A simple thing. Your father will tell 4 jobs. Do this one. Mother will come and tell two jobs extra. You have to follow both. Okay. Here there is no clash. There is no fighting. What mother is telling, do whatever your father told. In addition to that, ये दो काम भी करके आ जाओ नो. ऐसा बोल रहा है. What is that company should do? Company should do both. That's why the disclosures of accounting standards, correct? Now, disclosures of accounting standards are in addition to, okay, the disclosures of accounting standards are in addition to what? In addition to Schedule 3 disclosures. Schedule 3 disclosures क्या है? ये भी देना पड़ेगा and accounting standard may whatever they told, that also you are supposed to disclose. Clear? Right. But not in substitution. But not. Correct. No? But not in substitution. No, it is not a substitution. Correct. No? We are not replacing. Replace. No, no replacement of nothing. You are supposed to follow both. I told you, the father told 4 items to work. Your mother told 2 items to work. The teacher told 1 item to work. You have to work for 7. That's all. Okay. Agree? Even there is a clash in the sense. Correct. Now, father told do this. Mother told don't do it. You got my point? डिस्क्लोजर्स में डोंट डू क्या होता कुछ नहीं होता डिस्क्लोज में ये डिस्क्लोज करो इन्फॉर्मेशन देना पड़ेगा इन द नोट्स टू फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट 1 लाइन शुड बी रिटन लिखो ना इसका भी लिखो उसका भी लिखो ये दोनों का लिखो गॉट इट यस माय डियर सो these are the basic points and again one more point I forgot example balance sheet ऐसा होता okay balance sheet में what will be there Nana? First you must be already knowing little bit equities and liabilities it starts equity and liability 1 second equity and liability equity and liabilities equity and liability में first part will become what Nana? Shareholders fund yeah. Under shareholder fund what will happen there will be share capital yeah. After share capital what will happen reserves and surplus yeah. What will be the C money received against share warrants money received against share warrant yeah. Share warrant word I think you must have listened in the law correct na law mein your law teacher must have told we'll issue one paper today at later point of time our paper will be replaced with share for the time being one paper token but my point token will give first okay later we'll give the share nothing to worry fine yeah you have we mandatorily you have to give it's not my wish your wish kuch nahi for the time being we are giving you like this listen share capital here share capital means only not number na amount column mein amount will write yeah amount will write that is not a problem note number 1 note number 1 will write here and we'll go to notes to financial statements yeah generally people write notes to accounts they'll write notes to accounts is not the right terminology at the same time it is not wrong terminology also okay, but better terminology I can say better terminology is notes to financials you write we are giving a note for financial statements ka are we giving note to books of account no notes to accounts means books ka note karke view it will come okay right so notes to financial is the better terminology okay I'm not saying notes to accounts is wrong but it is better hope you understand right notes to accounts mein what should I write here note number 1 aisa dena okay suppose if you share capital okay I will write share capital share capital within the share capital what do you write as you are very well aware correct authorized share capital correct amalgamation chapter mein pada many chapters mein you have seen authorized capital correct na issued subscribed subscribed and paid if there is no difference all you can club it okay yes issued subscribed paid करके ऐसा लिखेगा listen carefully here yeah what I am trying to say यहाँ पे नोट नंबर 1 दिया इधर भी नोट नंबर 1 देना करेक्ट है सपोज यू इफ यू डोंट राइट दिस सपोज एग्जांपल या सपोज एग्जांपल नोट नंबर 1 नहीं लिखा सिंपली शेयर कैपिटल करके हेडिंग डाल दिया अरे योर फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स विल बी एटलीस्ट सम 40-50 पेजेस विल बी देयर करेक्ट ना या 30-40 पेजेस मिनिमम विल बी देयर व्हेन 30-40 पेजेस में वेरी शेयर कैपिटल correct na how a reader will get to know where is share capital 100 crores you wrote 100 crores में क्या क्या है, इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल है क्या, प्रेफरेंस शेयर कैपिटल है क्या, करेक्ट ना, वी डोंट नो नो. Correct. How much it is bonus shares are there in that? How much is right shares are included? What are there? How do I know? Don't know. Right. That's why what are we trying to tell? अरे इधर एक नंबर लिखा, इधर नोट्स में भी सेम नंबर लिखना. You should give a reference of same number. Correct ना? This is called cross referencing. क्या बोलना? Cross reference. Yeah. Cross reference. I hope you understand. Correct. Whatever number you gave here, other number you give it so that user can correct. Now, paper number one, balance sheet they will see. One, okay, one, 10, correct. Now, directly they will go to notes to financial 10th point and 10th point. 10th point is talking about say current assets. Okay, current assets ka information milega iska. This is must. Okay, cross reference. Have you understood what I said? Wherever cross reference is must. Right. Next information. Yeah. Current year. Next. This is clear. Huh? Next point. Yeah. I don't think so. You need to write. Right. Now the point is. Yeah. If you want to write people, you write it. Yeah. What do you say? Financial statements. May if you see balance sheet, or if you see profit and loss statement, if you see cash flow statement. Correct. Correct. Now, what do you give? Suppose any item, say example, property, plant, and equipment. You will give the current year figure. You will give the previous year figure. Current year figure, previous year figure. Current year figure, previous year figure. Correct? Na? All the numbers are going to be given very clearly. Yes, wherever the current year number is there, last year number also you are supposed to give, unless you are a newborn company. Right? Current year only incorporated. The last year में क्या किया तुम? Last time you are not in existence, so ignore it. Correct na? Right. Everywhere current year number, previous year number. Current year number, previous year number. Like that you must give the information. Not only here. Suppose one sentence note करके लिख रहा है तो. Correct na sir? So and so company so you write. Don't. Correct na? Current year correct na? During the current you will write like during the current year we spent 250 crore rupees as advertisement expenditure. Correct ना, कुछ किया हम ऐसा ऐसा बोल रहा है. हाँ देखो इधर इधर 250 crore rupees बोला, ड्यूरिंग द करंट ईयर करके ऐसा भी बोला. करेक्ट ना, करंट ईयर 250 crore स्पेंड किया, लास्ट ईयर में क्या किया? Got my point? Right. Immediately that's why wherever even though within the notes to financial statements, are you getting my point? Even though within the notes to financial statement, right, what are you supposed to do? You open one bracket. You should open one bracket and you should write previous year. Or say the current year is equal to 2024. Last year 23 na, 31st March 23. Previous year it is 210 crore rupees. करके ऐसा लिखना पड़ेगा. Mandatory. Correct na? E information, current year, previous year information, not only in the balance sheet and profit and loss statement. In the notes to financial statement, or if you are writing one paragraph. You understood my point? What did I say? Even if you are writing one paragraph, within the paragraph, if you write one number related to current year, then immediately you are supposed to give the previous year number also. Hope you got it. These are all important, Amma. These are all crucial things. From exam point of view required. And next, one very important point. One serious suggestion. Each chapter. Once you are already in CA Inter. Once you clear, then you will go for 2 years of articles. Correct na? Yeah. If anybody asks, correct na, if you will go to a company, you should be able to help them. Not help them in this. Help them means that you are not great or something, they are bad. Correct? Understand? So help them in the sense like you should be having full knowledge about it. This is what every company will be preparing. Correct na? Balance sheet, P&L and cash flow statement. If you say I don't know, sir, I don't know, but how you cleared करके question will come. Obviously, basic question ना, कैसे clear किया? And then what is the use of you? Your use for my firm. What is the use? No use. Hope you understand. Yeah, that is why carefully learn. And this you should not learn it from exam point of view. This you should learn. This is the one chapter which you should not learn from exam point of view. This should be learned from the practical angle. Then only it will be useful to you. Otherwise, you are doing a big mistake in life. Very big mistake. That much I can tell you. Okay, right? Your value will be down. That's it. Fine, right? So carefully listen. Yeah, everything is important here. Nothing is like sorry is telling unnecessarily. No, nothing unnecessary ma. This chapter mein nothing unnecessary. Everything is necessary. Right? Chalo, my dear. So now let's go to the, what is that, your slides. Okay, fine. So what is there in this slide, sir? Yeah, same thing. Whatever I explained, the same thing in a simple format. I must have told it. Right. Wherever I require, I will go back to the white page. Correct. I'll use the white page so that it will become simpler to you. Done. Hello. Accounting standards will override Schedule 3. Yes, accounting standards will override Schedule 3. Yeah, Schedule 3. I told you already. Only Schedule 3. And definition part also we do it. Right. Not other than Schedule 3, not other sections. Sections may I told you one more section, correct? Na? Section 2 also we will override. Section 2 also. We override section 2. It is subsequently it has come. What is that it has come? Rule number 4 करके बोला ना? Yes, exactly. Next, sir, the schedule 3 has got three. I mean, schedule 3 has got two parts. Yes, I told you. Part 1 is talking about balance sheet. Part 2 talks about profit and loss statement, as I already explained. This is for division 1 also, division 2 also, division 3 also. Every division is divided into two parts. First part talks about balance sheet only, second part talks about profit and loss statement only. Okay, right. The entity disclose information as per the accounting standards and schedule 3. Okay, yeah, I told you. You are supposed to disclose. Same sentence I told here. See, I told you यहाँ पे 4 यहाँ पे 2 दोनों 4 plus 2 you are supposed to disclose. Disclosure as per schedule 3 is in addition to, but is not substitution to. Correct? Not overlapping. You have to follow both simultaneously. You have to follow this also. You have to follow that also. You have to follow. Only in case of clash, definition में clash हो सकता. Disclosure में clash नहीं हो सकता. Okay, right. That is the matter. Notes to accounts shall contain notes to financial statements or notes to accounts. Okay, notes to accounts में what will contain? One is narrative description. क्या बोला? Narrative description. Narrative description of what, my dear? Narrative description means a simple thing, ma. Suppose there is one fixed asset. Okay, you purchased it. You took it on higher basis. How did you take it? Higher purchase basis. If you have taken it on a higher purchase basis, you have to give a note. Yeah. Okay. This above property, plant, and equipment has got this much of assets which are taken on higher purchase. Okay. This many installments are pending. This much is I am liable to pay them. Correct. Now, when is this higher purchase getting closed? So, a lot of information is supposed to be given by the company. Lot of information is supposed to be given. Then you write it. One paragraph you will write. A paragraphs part and parcel of notes. And breakup. What is breakup called? Breakup of items. Breakup of item. What is breakup of item, my dear? Yeah, breakup of item means, correct now. You will write here in the balance sheet में what will happen? You will write PPE करके लिखेगा. कितना है सर? कितना है तो 100 crore rupees है सर. Nice sir. Yeah, but here what do you write? Note number 3 or 4 something you will tell. Yeah, then you will come here, note number 4. Note number 4, what you write? PPE. Yeah, PPE means property, plant, and equipment. But PPE includes what? PPE may be including land. PPE may be including building. Correct na? PPE may be including plant, machinery. Correct na? Furniture and fixture. PPE will be including vehicles. Yeah, PPE including your helicopters. Helicopters, everything. Certain computers. All those things will come. Now, observe carefully. You have to write like this. What is that you should write? You should write like this, gross. Gross. I taught you journal entries in cash flow statement we saw. Many places you saw. Then this is accumulated depreciation entries. Then this is net. Net means this is gross A, this is B, this is A minus B. Yeah, it will ask. What will it ask? Tell me. Opening balance. Land. Land, sir, I had 100 crores or whatever, 100 to 20 whatever lakhs में purchase किया. Okay. This is opening में है. Addition. Current year if you had bought. हाँ sir, purchase sir, 20 rupees purchased. Deletion. Have you sold in the current year? No sir, delete नहीं किया. So then this is the closing balance of land. That is equal to 120 lakhs. Okay, accumulated depreciation. Again, accumulated depreciation का opening balance क्या है? Current year depreciation क्या है? Is there any reversal? That means deletion. And is there any closing balance? This is the net balance. Net is just net. Okay, E closing balance minus E closing balance. If you do it, then it will come. Suppose building के लिए I'll write. Yeah, building के लिए देखो ना building के लिए से 40 rupees is here. Current year have you bought? हाँ current year खरीदा. कितना खरीदा sir? 20. Have you sold something? I sold. How much you sold? 5 rupees item sold. So 40 plus 20, 60. 60 minus 5, that is equal to 55. Now tell me, my dear, one small thing. If you sell a property, plant and equipment, what is the journal entry? Yeah, cash account debit. Wrong. That is accumulated depreciation also should be there now. Accumulated depreciation account debit. Yeah, maybe profit and loss. That may be a profit. This is balancing figure. It may be a loss here. To PPE, correct na? To profit and loss I will write. This also can become correct na? This is a loss situation है तो इधर आएगा, profit है तो इधर आएगा. Agree? Yeah. So PPE 5 rupees. Accumulated depreciation 2 rupees. Yeah, sold for say 7 rupees. So 7 rupees means here कुछ नहीं आएगा. 7 plus 2 how much? 9. 9 means profit is equal to 4 rupees. So now tell me how do you fill this number here? ये table में fill करना. PP is created by 5 rupees na. That's why deletion में I am telling 5 rupees is out. And have you debited the accumulated depreciation? Right, where will it come? Reversal में you are reversing, correct na? 2 rupees under reversal column में 2 rupees should come. Understood? Current year the company must have sold a number of assets, number of liabilities, but you are supposed to do it. Next, accumulated depreciation shows which balance nana? Credit balance. This will show debit balance. This will show credit balance. Agree? Correct. Now current year depreciation. Journal entry bolo. Depreciation expense account debit. Asset को नहीं बोलना because we have accumulated depreciation. Correct ना? Right. To accumulated depreciation. Say 20 rupees, something like that. Where will this come in the table? Current year depreciation. Opening balance may be some X number. Current year depreciation, correct na? This is adding. Yes, addition, correct na? E20 rupees should come. Agree? Yeah. Suppose opening balance में some number I'll keep it. Opening balance में 4 rupees था. Not a problem, whatever. Okay. Last year it was just opening. That's why less. So this is opening balance of accumulated depreciation. Current year का add कर रहा है. Deletion कुछ है तो reversal को delete कर रहा है. This is what closing balance. See, observe carefully, very, very carefully. I am explaining you accumulated depreciation account. Dekho. How does it starts? By balance. By balance 4 rupees. Correct na? By current year depreciation 20 rupees. Yeah, here accumulated depreciation is debited by 2 rupees na. 2 PPE. How much? 2 rupees. Agree? 2 rupees. That is what? 2 balance. Correct na? This is equal to 24 minus 2 is equal to 22. Right here, correct na? What have you done? This is opening balance. So current year depreciation add किया. If there is any reversal, reverse को cut कर दिया. That is what? Correct na? Here 22 will come. E55 minus 22. That will be presented here. Got my point? Yeah, 55 minus 22. 55 minus 22, how much? 33. 33 is going to be presented in the last column, net column में present करेगा. This is the way you are supposed to present. This is what is it called breakup. Correct na? What will come? 100 crore rupees आया ना? E total. E total is equal to 100 CR. Because just now I told PPE, fourth working note में 100 rupees आना. 100 rupees means net number only will come in the balance sheet. Notes to financial statements में disclosure में will give. What do you give disclosure में? Right? This is what? Gross amount, depreciation amount, AO, everything we are going to give it. Understood? See, E100 should tally with E100. Exactly. This is the way. Hope you have understood. Yeah. So that is what? Breakup of item. Every item ko breakup will be there. Some or other. Example, cash and cash equivalent you will tell. What is cash and cash equivalent? It may be including cash in hand, cash at a bank, demand deposit. Correct? Now, so many things will be there. Na? Here on the top, you will write cash and cash equivalent. You should go to notes and there you should write what does it include. Reserves and surplus likhega. Reserves and surplus means which reserve? Capital reserve, capital redemption reserve, revaluation reserve, general reserve, correct? Retained earnings, dividend equalization fund, sinking fund. So many are there in that. Yeah, that is the matter. Now, next information about the items which are not recognized. Sir, not recognized be will give information. Best example, accounting standard 29. Correct ना? Accounting standard 29 में क्या है? Contingent liabilities. Yeah, contingent liability, is it recorded or not recorded in the balance sheet? No, not recorded. Contingent liability is not a liability because it is a possible obligation arising from past event. It is a possible, but it is not occurred. So, but it may happen, may not happen. You wanted to give this information. That's why notes may what is recognized information also we will give. What is recognized in the balance sheet, profit and loss, इसका information भी दे देंगे. In addition to that, what is not recognized also, like contingent liability, capital commitment, you write, and capital commitments, okay, yeah, capital commitments, everything is going to be given. Right, next slide. Cross references should be given, which I explained. Whether note number 1 दिया तो इधर भी note number 1 देना, so that people can link it easily. Okay, that is what. Everywhere, wherever you give the current year number, you should give the previous year number. Even in the notes to financials, I told you. Accounting standard terminology should be used. I told you first. Specific format is there for profit and loss statement. Why I told this? Before 2013, there was no format only, first of all. People used to write in their own, one company, one. I mean, depending upon their sector, they used to prepare in their own style. Yeah, it's not that they were doing wrong. Okay, sector wise, they were changing it. Now also you can change none. Now also what you will say, I will show you in profit and loss format. You go to what is that company? Infosys ko chalo. Example, not Infosys, number of companies you can go. Infosys company profit and loss, if you see, they will add some 2-3 extra items they have added. They are telling, Arebas, what they tell. See, in software companies, what happened? Lot of traveling will be there because their existence not only in India, Infosys company. Infosys company is in India, New York, Europe. May so many countries of Europe. May Infosys company is there. Australia, correct na? Africa. So many places. May Infosys company is there. People will be traveling. Yes, travel expenditure is a big expenditure for them, and salaries is a very big expenditure for them. They wanted to write what is the travel expenses on the face of the profit and loss. They want to write. Welcome, man. You can write. There is no rule like no format में travel expense under other expenses में है. अरे other expense में है. That is for my company, your company, manufacturing company को travel expense इतना होता. But for that company, almost 10% of 10%, 15 percentage of what sales only it will be there. So crucial, correct? A very, very, very significant number. So you are supposed to write it separately. Got it? Exactly. Decide broad heads based on the materiality. Correct. Now, heading is name nature. Correct. Now, nature of the true and fairness. What heading makes sense? That's all. Right. That's all, my dear. Now we are getting that is the basic information what I was talking about. Now let us get into format. That is part number one, balance sheet format. Yeah, here balance sheet format in this slide how much to fit na? That much only I gave it. Little one or two small points I have missed out, intentionally missed out. I will explain you just, but it is given in the in your notes may very clearly given. Nothing to worry about it. Yeah. So part one. Yes. Let us look at this now. Yeah. See here, my dear. I will be pointing it out. Yeah. Rupees in correct na? Rupees. You have to mention whether it is in rupees or I mean what you are writing numbers. Is it rupees or lakhs or hundreds or thousands or? Now in the I mean earlier million billion was not accepted till 2013 Act. Million billion was not there. I mean, it was there in the outside India. We were not accepting. MCA was not accepting. Okay. So now they are accepting millions, billions also they are accepting. You can write numbers, rupees in millions, correctly, etc. And again, yeah, with respect to this, I will explain you one more point. Round off will be there. Okay, suppose an example. Suppose your numbers are in crores. Yeah, what do you say? Your numbers are in crores. Correct. Na? Crores means what is your number? Say 100 crore rupees is there. They have given 250, some number is given, which we have a look at it. Okay, if you have given it in 100 crores, na, it is mandatory for you to, you should not write everything in rupees करके नहीं लिखना. You understood my point? I have a doubt. See, your sales example, it is all based on the sales. When the slide will come, that time also I'll explain once again, that is different. Sales is equal to say 500 crore rupees sales are there. Then balance sheet and profit and loss everywhere. What are you supposed to do? You are not supposed to write 500, correct now. 500 crores. Crores means how much? 7 zeros should be kept na correct like this. You are not supposed to write like this. It is mandatory for you to write it in rupees in thousands, okay, or rupees in lakhs. They will mention it. There is a table for that. That time mandatorily you have to, so rupees in thousands you are writing. Then you have to cut it and you have to write like this. It's mandatory. It is not your choice. Have you understood? What is that you understood? Tell me. If it is thousands, may thousands लिखेगा. But whether you go to thousands or whether you go to lakhs or whether you go to crores, do you present it? That is based on your turnover. Your turnover is above 250 crore rupees or below 250 crore rupees. क्या measure कर सकता? Means how are you going to round off numbers? How are you going to round off numbers? That anyhow will come later. But one point you remember from here, millions also accepted. That's all you remember, nothing else. Millions also accepted. Next, right? Form of balance sheet. Correct. Balance sheet of ABC company as on 31st March 2012. Right. Note number, current year, previous year figures. Okay, right. That's what I told. The note numbers you have to give. This is nothing is new to you. Current year figure, previous year figure you have to give. Now, what all the information will come? Equity and liability. You remember in the my first class only I taught you. What is that first class में explain किया? Correct ना? First class में क्या explain किया? अरे balance sheet is divided into three parts. Correct now, one is asset, liability, equity. See, this is told by them also. Not liability side करके नहीं लिखा. Equity and liability. Equity is different, liability is different. Equity is going to be dealt by, correct now, first point. We will talk about equity. What is the equity? First one is shareholders fund. Shareholders fund. You remember equity means what I taught you? Equity share capital plus reserves and surplus करके I have given. Correct na? Yeah, same thing here also. Shareholder fund. Shareholder funds means what? Share capital. Yes. Second one is what? Reserves and surplus. Share capital, reserves and surplus. Yeah, not only that, as I told you earlier, share warrants, money received against share warrant. Yeah, this is all equity basically. Second bit is talking about, what is second bit talks about? Application money received pending allotment. Correct na? Yeah, what did I say? Share application money received. Application paisa. You in your in CA inter, not inter, maybe in 10 plus 2, that is PUC may or degree may, you must have learned, correct na? First application paisa allotment karega, call karega, correct na? Right? Yeah, nowadays nothing, no call, directly 10 rupees ka ek hi bar application time only you have to pay for full, they will allot it. Right now situation is like that, but still system is there. The system is that people are not doing, people are asking and collecting the full money in one shot. Okay, right. Now share application money pending allotment means what? Share application paisa आया, अभी तक share allotment, I have not done the allotment. Application I received money, allotment अभी तक नहीं किया. Allotment किया तो क्या होता? E number will go and sit here. Share capital, it will become share capital. Once you allot it, it will become share capital, right? But as on 31st March of your balance sheet, it is application money received pending allotment. Hope you understand. Yeah, whatever the number is there, our number will keep it, right? Now that's all. So the question is here na, the question is here, is it a asset, is it a liability na, is it equity na? See, this part is equity, this part is equity, there is no question. नेक्स्ट पार्ट इज लाइबिलिटी, या थर्ड नॉन करेंट लाइबिलिटी करके ये भी बात करेंगे, नो डाउट. बट व्हाट अबाउट सेकंड बिट? इज इट ए लाइबिलिटी ना इक्विटी ना? फर्स्ट application money है, application money, have you allotted? No. If you don't allot, you have to give the money back, correct ना? If you don't allot the, generally what will happen, over subscription भी हो सकता है ना, correct? Whatever it is, if you don't allot, are you supposed to give the back money? Yeah, you have an obligation to give back. So now the situation is it your money? अरे कैसा बोलता तुम्हारा मनी? till the date you have not allotted, how can you say company money? The situation is what? It is neither equity nor liability. God only knows. That's why they kept in the middle. You understand? Correct na? This is equity, this is liability. Mid में डाल दिया. Application money pending allotment. Hope you understood. Yeah, because you can't keep it under equity also fully, and it is not liability. Liability now means, okay, if I don't, it's all if contingent situation. That's why they placed it in between. Okay, that is what their explanation also same only they gave. Okay, non-current liabilities. Now your assets and liabilities. Now liability को आ रहा है हम. Correct? Your assets and liabilities are going to be classified. It is going to be classified. Classified into what, sir? Classified into current and non-current. Yes. What is current? We'll have a definition. What is non-current? We have a definition, which we'll speak obviously now. Okay, non-current liability, when I say, correct, non-current liability mein, there are again 4 subheadings are there. Remember, you have to by heart this format. No option to you. I'll try to explain, I'll try to make you understand each word, but end of the day you have to by heart it. Yeah, my suggestion is take rough paper. If you follow the instructions correctly, then some fruits can come. Okay, if you don't follow instructions, it's up to you end of the day, correct na? See, end of the day, who is responsible for your future? You are only responsible. Nobody, correct now. What all we teachers will guide you, will show you the path. How you are great and not great. We already went in that path. And we are successful in that path. So route we know. So we may be the better person instead of you search for a new route. That's all. Otherwise, not that we are great, you are bad or something. You also may search for something and you may get a good route also. That is also possible. That's up to you. If you want to do research and development, do it. Okay, right. My suggestion, you have to by heart this. And e by hearting is not helpful only for exam purpose. This is relevant throughout the period. If I unless if I go to my firm, correct? Now, there are some people. What will happen? A sequence they don't remember. Every time they will see. Okay, format क्या है? इसको इसको देखेगा ऐसे ऐसे देखेगा. But with respect to me, it is different because I never remember. No, yeah, why should I see format? Because I taught this and I know it. I'm looking at the financials for number of times. Correct ना? ये क्यों ऊपर आ रहा है? No, it should come down. I will tell them. That is the advantage. That is the best advantage in remembering some things. Okay, which you obviously are supposed to do on daily basis ना. Then there is no loss. Loss तो कुछ नहीं है. Remembering में loss तो कुछ नहीं है. Always gain say. Right? Yes. Long term borrowing, which I'll explain here, like debentures you borrowed. Term loans we call. Correct now. What is term loan? Ma? Note down somewhere. Term loan. Okay, term loan is equal to, these are all important information. Ma. You will get stuck here only. In the financials, where you will get stuck is here only, no, nowhere else. Okay, term loan means only long term. Nanda. Only long term. Term means long term. Okay, long term loan. Term loan, if I say, that means long term loan है. No other short term भी हो सकता ना. No, but that is not this world won't think like that. Okay, if it is a short term loan, okay na, if it is a short term, what is the word, in the, what is that, in the market may, I mean in the business companies may, what is the word you will use? We'll use either bank overdraft. Short term loans means bank overdraft. Yeah, you must be writing this. Okay, and next is what? Cash credit. Yeah, these are the names we use it. Okay, but normally term loan word, if somebody says it's a term loan करके बोला तो you have to take it as a long term loan because that is the terminology which we use it normally. I hope you understood. Yes, exactly. So now let's go to our slide. Right. So long term borrowings. Next, deferred tax liability. See, deferred tax liability कहाँ से आ रहा है sir? This is going to come from accounting standard 22. If you have already read accounting standard 22, fine. Not read, you'll read it later. But remember, our standard, if you learn, our number will come here. Yeah, net. देखो इधर net. What do you mean by net? Why they wrote net? Deferred tax liability लिखे, net लिखा. In accounting standard 22, what is that I teach? A deferred tax asset will come from some items. Okay, say 10 rupees will come. And deferred tax liability will come from some items. Say example, 12 rupees will come. Correct na? And if deferred tax asset, deferred tax liabilities, both are arising from, yeah, both are arising. Yeah, both are arising from where, sir? Both are arising from same act. If it is from Indian Act only, then we can offset. You can set off. Okay, right. What is that number here? See, that is 2 net. This then you should write DTL net करके ऐसा लिखना पड़ेगा. This is what appears in the balance sheet. Okay, net means sometime what happens? DTA, say example DTA 12 rupees. DTL is equal to 10 rupees. Then 2 rupees is what? 2 rupees is what? DTA net. Yeah, DTA net. But it is an asset na. This will go to the balance sheet asset side. Yeah, this will appear on the asset side. Here it is net is liability. Na? Current deferred tax liability is more. Yes, that's why it is going to be there under the liabilities side. I hope you understood. Correct? Yeah. So that is deferred tax liability. What deferred tax liability? You have to refer accounting standard 22. Other long-term liabilities. Others in the sense long-term borrowing nahi hai. Yeah, so many other long-term list is there, which I show it to you. Okay, na? Right. This anyhow I will be giving the slides to you. Right? We create one folder. In that folder I will be keeping the slide. What are some slides will be obviously shared to you. Some slides I don't want to give. The reason, if I give it to you, na, you will use that only. You will never write it in the notebook. If you don't write in the notebook, no, I mean, reading from the slide can never be faster, and reading from your handwritten reading can be very faster. Check it yourself. Slides ने पढ़ा तो handwritten का you read it, it will go very fast. And since you saw and you're writing na, one day or other day you will read it, correct na? Book notebook में ready होता, right? It slides में you have to go to some particular thing, correct na? You have to open there. This is readily available. I believe in that, and I have got benefited. I am very sure you will also be very much benefited. Right? Few, this is format related things I wanted to give. But if time permits, my suggestion is you please write this also. Okay, right. Long-term provisions. Provisions are also liability. Correct. Accounting standard 29 dekho. Provision is a liability which is measured with significant degree of estimation. Standard 29 mein very clearly we have given. Correct. Long-term provision. Next, that's it. I told you 4 points. 4 points आ गए. Tell me, my dear, current liability में क्या क्या आता? राइट, ई इंफॉर्मेशन का करेक्ट ना, ई इंफॉर्मेशन का इधर लॉन्ग टर्म करके आया ना, लॉन्ग टर्म आल्सो लॉन्ग टर्म आया ना, सो देन व्हाट विल कम? शॉर्ट टर्म borrowing. Exactly. Next, deferred tax liability, it will not come. Right now you make a note, deferred tax liability is always, we discussed already in accounting standard 22 में discussion किया. If you have not yet done, you write it now. Deferred tax is always non-current. Always non-current. Why means when the deferred tax asset will be realized now, nobody knows. That's why standard tells ignore it. Deferred tax ko no checking of current or non-current. Deferred tax is always non-current. One company financials I saw. One big company financials. Okay, they have written deferred tax as a current also. Okay, yeah, it's okay. We suggested them. No, it's not wrong. They obviously listen to us. But first ऐसा कर दिया. Okay, is that's okay. They don't know. Deferred tax is always non-current. It can never be current. So then what will come in B line में? Trade payable है ना? हाँ, ये आएगा trade payable. Okay, three बोलो. इधर other long term liability is there. Other short term liability आएगा इधर. Short term or current, both are okay. Not a big issue. Yeah, here long term provisions are there. Short term provisions will come down. That's all. Na? If you remember these three, in these 4 items, this will become easy. You don't need to remember separately. Correct? That's all. We'll do total. Yeah. So tell me, my dear, what are all the items? Let's revise once. Equity and liability, shareholders fund, share capital, under share capital. Okay, share capital, next is reserves and surplus, money received against share warrant. Point number 2, share application money pending allotment. Point number 3, non-current liability, long-term borrowings, deferred tax liability net, other long-term liabilities, long-term provisions. Next, 4, current liabilities, short-term borrowings, trade payable, other short-term liabilities, short-term provisions. Current or short-term. Okay, na? Right. Yeah, that's all. So this you need to repeat it. At least 3-4 times. If you repeat it, you will remember. And when you are again writing the sum, answering no, you should not see the format. Okay, you should be continuing with it. I hope you understood. Then only this works. Right? Yes. In the textbook, I have to give every information. I gave. But what is your job? Correct. Now, what is your job? Question dekhna. You should hide the answer. Take rough paper and solve it. Then you will get a grip. If you see whether Sar has done correctly, ticking, auditing, whether Ravikant did correctly, auditing किया तो ना कुछ नहीं मिलेगा तुमको. Correct ना? You will become waste unnecessarily, time waste, everything waste, money also waste. Right? चलो assets. Yeah, assets also I told you, assets to liabilities classified into current and non-current. Correct na? Now it is non-current assets. Non-current assets में what will come, my dear? First, property, plant and equipment. Yes, non-current assets में property, plant and equipment will come. Correct na? Heading property, plant and equipment. But even though they wrote property, plant and equipment here, again one more time it will say tangible asset. This is again property, plant and equipment tangible. Okay, right. My opinion, this is not as my opinion need not be listened by you. Okay, na? What is your opinion, sir? Opinion means fixed asset word. Fixed asset includes tangible and intangible. Okay, tangible and intangible. They should have continued with the heading fixed asset instead of property, plant, and equipment. The problem is what happens. Property, plant, and equipment definition itself will say tangible asset करके बोलेगा. But see next line में क्या होता? Intangible लिखेगा. Okay, but don't listen to me. Yeah? Follow the stand, follow the rule only. Okay, end of that. Because ICA examination में they will give mark only if it is as per the schedule 3. Schedule 3 में ऐसा है, you also follow like that only. Okay na? Tangible, intangible, correct na? Capital work in progress. What is capital work in progress? Something under construction. Correct na? I'll give you some information. You need to make a note of this one also. Very, very, very important thing. Yeah. What is capital work in progress? Capital work in progress. Yeah. Something under construction. Under construction. Okay. Something under construction. Yeah. What happens? Example. Suppose example building under construction. Building under construction. Listen, tell me, my dear, what will happen? Suppose today, example, today we bought cement. Today we bought cement. Correct? Na? Cement kharida. So now what is the journal entry will record? For what? For the purpose of construction of building. What is the journal entry? Cement account debit. Then water account. If not cement account, what is that? Cement account debit to cash. Cement will go where? Cement will go to wall, correct? Where will it go? This is wrong. Yeah. Expense nahi hota. This how can it be expenditure? It is going to become building later tomorrow. This is that is asset only. Correct na? Cement is not for expense purpose. Cement is for constructing a building. A building is going to be used for some number of years. So today you bought cement. Correct. Next. Today you second point. Today you paid labor. Yeah. Today again third point. Today you bought a water. Yeah. One water tank you got it. Why means you want separately. Your water is not sufficient for construction, you got the water. Nothing wrong. You can get the water. Okay. Yeah. Now tell me, my dear. क्या होता if you have say example you paid here 1 lakh rupees. Labor 20,000 rupees I paid. Water के लिए 3,000 rupees I paid. What will happen now? What will happen? Yeah, capital work in progress account debit. You should add like this. Capital work in progress account debit to cash or payable. Yeah, 1 lakh rupee. Here also same journal entry. Here also same journal entry. Every time you spend any amount with respect to the building, every time you spend any amount with respect to the building, you should be writing as capital work in progress account debit to cash if it is paid or payable if it is not paid. Yeah, I told you na capital work in progress account debit to cash or payable. Cash or payable. Again, E 20,000 rupees ko bhi same entry ne, no other entry. So now what will happen? What will happen? Isn't it capital WIP correct? Isn't it capital WIP? How much has come by the end of 31st March? By 31st March, it has come to 1,23,000 rupees को आ गया. Okay, right. What will happen? Suppose building ready now. Building ready. Building cannot be ready with 1 lakh rupees. Okay, but still. Okay, na? Yeah. Building ready. Ready to use. I can use it. Ready to use. This day, what you will do now? Now, what you will do? Now, you start writing building account. Yeah, building account debit to capital WIP. Capital work in progress. That is equal to 123,000. 123,000. Okay. Right. Now, once you capitalize it, na, Now depreciation, now onwards depreciation starts. Now onwards depreciation starts, not before. Okay, when something is under construction, we'll keep on forwarding it. Correct? Now we'll keep on transferring it to what? Capital capital WIP till it is ready to use. Once it is ready to use, then capital WIP account will be credited. Okay, building or machine account or plant account will be debited. It is like that. I hope you understood. Yeah, so that is what capital WIP. Something under construction will come. Right. This is capital WIP with respect to the tangible assets, not for intangible assets. Sir, intangible assets also under development. Yeah, you accounting standard 26 bolo, correct na? See, this is going to be dealt by accounting standard 10. This is going to be dealt by accounting standard 26. This is also dealt by accounting standard 26. Intangible asset under development. This is like a WIP. Capital WIP means tangible WIP. Intangible asset WIP is intangible WIP. Correct na? Suppose we are doing research and development कर रहे हैं, one software को develop कर रहे हैं. You must be spending a lot of money on the employees, on the infrastructure, so many things required. Then that will come here. Understood? Right. Now come to the B point. Non-current investment. Yes, non-current investment कहाँ से sir? Accounting standard 13. Long-term investments. पढ़ा ना? From there you have to learn. Right. Next. C. C is what? Deferred tax asset, which we spoke. Correct. Now this is coming from accounting standard 22. Correct na? Right. Net. You understood? Net का explanation कर दिया. Next, long term loans and advances. Yeah, इसको standard कुछ नहीं है. But yes, if you are given any loans and advance means what, my dear? These are the loan given. Correct na? Loan given or advance given to somebody. Loan given or advance given to somebody will come as part and parcel of long term loans and advances. Okay, right. Next, other non-current assets. This is etc. category. Other non-current asset. And next, start with current asset. Yeah, current assets में क्या क्या सर? करंट असेट में टेल मी, लाइबिलिटी को ऐसा करंट को नॉट करंट कर दिया, इधर नहीं हो सकता ऐसा. करेक्ट ना? प्रॉपर्टी प्लांट एंड इक्विपमेंट कैन नेवर बी करंट. करेक्ट ना? दिस इज ऑलवेज करेक्ट ना? दिस इज ऑलवेज व्हाट? दिस इज ऑलवेज नॉन करंट. It cannot be current because the purpose is not that. So then what will come, sir? First what will come? So first bit से copy paste नहीं आएगा, बट सेकंड बिट से आ सकता. क्या है इधर देखो, करंट नॉन करंट इन्वेस्टमेंट है, then it will come current investment will come now. Okay, next. So deferred tax. I think you remember, deferred tax asset is always non-current, so it can never be current. So क्या आ सकता सर? क्या आ सकता मीन्स इन्वेंट्री आएगा. क्या आएगा? इन्वेंट्री. यस, राइट. नेक्स्ट सर, नेक्स्ट ट्रेड रिसीवेबल. करेक्ट ना? फर्स्ट हाउ व्हाई, like first we manufacture inventory, then we sell on credit, then it will become trade receivable. That fellow will give me cash. That is what next will come. So trade receivable, बाद में cash. You understood the sequence? First you should manufacture inventory, correct na? Then you sell it, then it will become debtor. After selling, correct na? After some time that guy will give me the cash. That's why cash. Remember this: inventory, trade receivables, cash and cash equivalent. हो गया. Deferred tax का चांस नहीं है. अदर लॉन्ग टर्म, करेक्ट ना? लॉन्ग टर्म लोन्स एंड एडवांसेस ऊपर है, सो ऑब्वियसली शॉर्ट टर्म लोन्स एंड एडवांसेस विल कम डाउन. Right. Next, other non current assets are here, so yes, current assets obviously will come down. Other current assets आ जाएगा इधर. Is that clear? Right. So now shall we have a look at assets also once? Yeah, just have a look at seriously, I mean look at the, once again you see it, pause the video if you want. Yeah, so right, all right, well, let's have a look at once, my dear. What is that assets में क्या क्या है? Assets, non-current assets. Under non-current assets, property, plant and equipment, tangible, intangible, capital work in progress, intangible assets under development, non-current investments, deferred tax, long-term loans and advances, other non-current assets. Okay, right. Current assets. करंट असेट्स है तो क्या होता? current investments, inventory, trade receivables, cash and cash equivalent. Correct. करेक्ट ना कैश इक्विवेलेंट हो गए शॉर्ट टर्म लोन्स एंड एडवांस डेफर्ड टैक्स नहीं आएगा शॉर्ट टर्म लोन्स एंड एडवांसेस विल कम देन अदर करंट एसेट्स विल कम करेक्ट ना राइट शैल वी रिवाइज इट फ्रॉम द बिगिनिंग इक्विटी लायबिलिटी से एक बार बैलेंस शीट वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट बोलो बैलेंस शीट का इक्विटी एंड लायबिलिटी शेयर होल्डर फंड share under that share capital reserves and surplus money received against share warrant second point share application money pending allotment third bit is non-current liability long-term borrowings deferred tax liability net next other long-term borrowings long-term provisions next is what my dear current liability current liability में क्या है short-term borrowings trade payables other short-term liabilities short-term provisions okay total assets में non-current asset में हाँ पीपी आई मीन सॉरी नॉन करंट एसेट या प्रॉपर्टी प्लांट एंड इक्विपमेंट tangible intangible capital work in progress intangible asset under development no non-current investments deferred tax assets then other non what is it long term loans and advances then other non-current assets now current assets current investments inventory trade receivable cash and cash equivalent short term loans and advances other current assets okay this you have to remember you don't have a choice okay I just tried to give a small link in between correct na? See from this you understand na? uh, accounting standards if you don't know then how can you fill the numbers here format you will fill correct na exam में कुछ fill कर सकता agreed but practically if you don't know the respective standard then obviously you cannot fill it okay common sense everything will not happen yeah some specific requirement will be there as per the law that's why you have to do it right chalo definition for what sir current assets का क्या definition there is a definition current asset means generally student will tell what sir less than 12 months current अरे less than 12 months तो correct ठीक है but there are actually 4 lines of definition is given all 4 lines not required to satisfy any one line if you satisfy then it is correct so none of the lines are satisfied congratulations then non-current that's all okay right so current asset yes what is the it's very crucial definition very crucial definition you may not understand right now but you will understand once you get into your articleship once you qualify importance of each word is important that's all I can tell what is that an asset shall be classified as current when it satisfies any of the following criteria right it satisfies any of the following criteria okay any one sufficient not necessary all first one listen carefully right it is expected to be realized in it is expected to be realized in realization means what paisa ana correct na money I mean expected to be realized inventory is there we'll sell and we'll collect the money something like that expected to be realized in or intended for sale why did you buy it to sell it that is your business is what buying selling correct na you can buy the goods and sell it sir correct I'm a real estate person sir okay very nice what's your job I construct and sell no problem some other real estate parties will be there what they will buy and sell lands example like na land they will buy land they will sell और land को थोड़ा development करके sell करेगा कुछ करेगा correct ना why have you bought it intention is no I don't want to use this I wanted to sell it yes that is basically inventory or consumption we are going to consume it what do you consume it consumption means what that is raw material that is WIP those items will come here correct now why you're consuming it realization means collection correct now realization means collection yeah intended for sale that I don't need to write separately this is otherwise if you want me to write that is FG is ready for sale raw material is not raw material also inventory name but is not ready for sale it is going to be consumed and will make AFG that item is going to be traded sold got it right in the company's normal operating cycle Yes, it is in the normal operating cycle may we will do this. Got it? What is operating cycle, sir? Maybe question. Further definition is given. Cycle means first thing, cycle. Cycle means a period of time. Cycle means period of time. Time period is called cycle. Correct? Season. Season means some 3 months or 4 months. Or correct information. Right? Yeah. Everything cycle means one time. Okay. Normal operational cycle. Operational cycle means what, sir? That we have to discuss. Okay. What is that operating cycle? It is the time between acquisition of assets for processing and the realization in cash and cash equivalent. See this? Yeah, after this basic definition of current assets and current liability, I'll take you through the some definition. Okay, so some questions could I will take you through. Then you will understand much better about it. It is the time between acquisition of assets for processing. That means what are you buying? Raw material you are purchasing. Correct? Na? Process karna na? Raw material you will buy. And between means this is the starting point. This is the starting point. And between E time to E time gap is what he's telling cycle. And the realization of cash into cash equivalent. That is what cycle he's telling. Right? Observe this, my dear. If I say raw material we bought it. Okay, nice, sir. Yeah, or raw material you bought it on which date? Raw material you bought it on 1st January 2024. I bought, sir. Oh, excellent. Right, nice, not a problem. So now when you buy the raw material in 2024, what will happen? Immediately you will make it all the raw material one load of something you get everything one load you will convert into finished goods today only. Yeah, no, you will not convert. Does it raw material will be held with you for some time? Correct. That is called raw material holding period. Will call. What is it called? Raw material holding period. In financial management, you will learn this actually. If time permits and everything, I will teach financial management. Okay, I'm good at because I taught this for a number of batches. At least 7 8 years I taught this subject. In the last few years, because of time issue, I couldn't do it. Okay, yeah. So raw material holding period with every, I mean, I used to give every formula ko logic why this formula has come. Suppose this situation changes, so how to change the formula? Like that, I used to explain, and I do explain obviously. That is something which you cannot forget. Financial management, beautiful subject. Okay, right. Raw material holding period. What is raw material holding? How long it will be there? Suppose if you purchase one lorry of material, lorry will be consumed tomorrow only. Yeah? No. Suppose you are at your home, your mother purchases one bag of rice, 25 kg rice. Correct? Na? Will you consume first day only? No, na. It may be there for 2 months or 3 months. So that means that is held with you for 2 months or 3 months? Yes. So say example 1 month here I am telling. Like, and will you convert into WIP? Yeah, rice ko we don't convert, but just other items ko will convert. WIP holding period, yeah, maybe sir 10 days lagega. Correct. FG ko kar diya sir. FG, whatever you make FG, every FG will be sold today only. Yeah, you have to find a customer also, na. Correct. Now, today you manufacture say 1,000 mobiles, you manufacture 1 lakh mobile, you manufacture. All 1 lakh mobile will be sold out. It will not happen. Same day it will not happen. It takes time to sell it out. Correct. Now say that is equals to another 20 days lagega. But that guy should give you money also, no? Sale to kar diya. Correct na? Right. What is that? Next is what? Collection period. Debtors collection period we call. Debtors collection period. Correct. Now why debtor will not pay? I gave him 30 days credit karke de diya. That guy will not give within 30 days. Tell me from the date when you bought this one. Correct. Now how many days ho gaya? 90 days ho gaya. 90 days हो गया means this 90 days is called your operating cycle. Hope you understood. Operating cycle कैसा आता? Operating cycle standard definition में क्या बोला? From the date of purchase of material for processing till the date of realization of money into cash and cash equivalent करके बोल दिया. But correct here, when you buy the raw material, it will be in the form of raw material for some time with me in the go down. Later we will take it to process. There it will be converted into WIP. WIP ko sometime it will take 10 days, sometime it will take 4 days, sometime it will take 20 days. It depends on the what type of item you are manufacturing. Yeah, afterwards finished goods will come. Finished, even if it is finished the goods also will be with you for some time, because you immediately nobody can find a customer and sell it off. Correct na? Afterwards, you will, that guy will not give you immediately. You have to give some 10 days or 20 days or 2 months or 3 months of ready period will be there. So a time gap is called operating cycle. A time gap is called operating cycle. Got it? Right. So chalo, let's go to the, yeah, here. So operating cycle. Suppose sometime what happens na, sir, मेरे कंपनी में ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल आई कांट डिटरमाइन सर. ये क्या हो गया रे, क्यों डिटरमाइन नहीं कर सकता? Tell me why you cannot determine. Sometimes it is not possible. Sometimes, not every time. Few cases. Example. What do I say? Yeah. See, sir, my company is L&T, sir. L&T, construction company. L&T is into software also. L&T is into many. L&T basically construction company. The life they started with. Correct, na? Suppose they got a flyover. Tell me, flyover construction they do. Correct, na? And they do road construction. They do metro construction. They do building construction. Everything they do. Correct. No, flyover कितना time लगेगा? God knows. God knows, correctly speaking. Why? Means is it flyover of 500 meters, half kilometer, kilometer, 20 kilometers? Correct. No, flyovers are there for 20 kilometers also. Big flyovers. Then it depends on situation, man. Correct na? Road hai to correct na. So then tell me, how can you tell now when do you purchase raw material? When do you? It's very difficult. Got it? Right. One important point you write it. One more point you make a note. Okay. Yeah. Here in the slide I will tell. Suppose example. My company. Yeah. You write like this. My company has two business. My company has two business. Yeah. Two business. Yeah. That is business number. Correct. E business number one. Business number two hai. Sir, what do you do here? Sir, this is a food business, sir. Food manufacturing means biscuit example. You say biscuit. We manufacture biscuit. Yeah, this is textile business. Now food business ka correct na. Now question is what? Do I need to have one operating cycle for the company or can we have two? Understood? Do we need to have one operating cycle? Correct na? Do we need to? Yeah, do we need to have one operating cycle, or many? Answer. Answer is many, ma. Not man. It's impossible, my dear. A food business का cycle में भी 30 days में पैसा collection full हो जाएगा. Textile business में it may take 3 months लगेगा. Correct. No, how can you have? So it is not necessary that, correct na? Yeah, it is not necessary to have one cycle for the company. Not necessary to have, yeah, not necessary to have one cycle for the company. Yeah, one cycle for the company. It is not necessary to have one cycle for the company. Right. Now, the question is what? I mean, yeah, what I was trying to explain you. Yeah, one thing also. In case of L&T, right? Yeah. Okay. See, L&T case में क्या हो गया? One asset, one time. But all are into construction business है ना? It depends on asset and all. Now L&T can take, right, sir, मेरे लिए नहीं होता. Okay. Right. It is very difficult. Correct. It depends on one situation to another situation. Then I wanted to take 12 months as my cycle करके ऐसा ले सकता. That is up to them. Okay. If they say no, I wanted to sub classification, I wanted to do, they can do that also. But 12 months can be taken. If you can't determine exactly the operating cycle for your business, then go with 12 months. right? One more question. Tell me, my operating one question. Yeah, my company का operating cycle calculation किया sir. Yeah, correct ना. My company operating cycle. Okay, ना operating cycle is greater than 12 months आ गया. How much it came? It came 14 months आया. I calculated. In my business, it is like that. Is it allowed or not? Is it allowed? ऐसा ही क्वेश्चन आएगा. कहाँ पे आएगा? एमसीक्यू में आएगा. करेक्ट ना. लाइट लाइट होने डेफिनेशन ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल डेफिनेशन पढ़ा सर. पढ़ा यार. बट द ट्वीकिंग ट्विस्टिंग विल हैपन हियर ओनली ना एमसीक्यू में. डीपर इफ यू डोंट लर्न दिस इज द प्रॉब्लम. लाइट लाइट ऊपर ऊपर ले तो सम्स करेगा आप. बट 30 मार्क्स विल बी क्वेश्चन मार्क. चलो बोलो क्या करना. अंडरस्टूड क्वेश्चन नो. Operating cycle, correct. Operating cycle, can it be more than 12 months? Yes. When did they say in the definition? Operating cycle has to be within 12 months. Karke. We told what? If you can't determine the operating cycle for your company, then you can take 12 months. Aisa bola, but we never told. Correct na? Operating cycle we never told that operating cycle should be less than 12 months. Karke. Nowhere in the schedule also they have not told. Nowhere they have told actually speaking. Got my point? Nowhere they told. Fine. I hope you noted. These are all important things. These are the twists. They can do it. Let's go to the definition once again. I hope you noted everything. Second bit. Correct. See, where it cannot be identified, I told very clearly. Where it cannot be identified. Like example, kya bola? Example is L&T company. Construction business mein every item is different construction. Then you can take it. Then correct. It is assumed to have a duration of 12 months. That's all. But it does not mean that it has to be correct. Nowhere we told it has to be less than 12 months. ऐसा कुछ rule नहीं है. What is the point you understood? Tell me. Cycle is from the date of purchasing of material for processing till the date of collection of money from the debtors. Okay, yeah. In between, what will happen? It includes raw material holding period, WIP, holding period, FG, holding period, debtors, collection period. Everything together is equal to your item will come. Point number one. Next, operating cycle can be more than 12 months. Not necessarily it has to be 12 months. When your company cannot identify what is my cycle because of my peculiarity of the business, then correct na, then you can take 12 months. Hope you understood. Right. Next line of the definition. It is held primarily for the purpose of trading. Karke bola. Correct na, means what? Why are you holding the asset? What is your purpose? Sir, we buy, sell, ऐसा करेगा sir. What is your purpose? Holding. Correct na? Holding for the purpose of trading. Trading is your purpose. Trading means what? Buy sell is called trading. Correct na? Shop wala, what will he do? He will purchase material. Correct na? What will he do? He will eat. No, he will sell. Correct? He will buy from the Hindustan, he will buy from Reliance, everybody he will purchase, he will sell it. ब्रिटानिया से बिस्किट्स परचेस करेगा, बिस्किट सेल करेगा. हिंदुस्तान से so many items, cosmetic, that soap, brush, toothpaste, everything they will buy, will sell it. We don't manufacture. Why have you bought it? To sell it, sir. Hello, understood? Then yes, it is held primarily for the purpose of being traded. Current बोल सकता, because that is your routine business. Right. Next, it is expected to be realized within the 12 months after the reporting date. See, one question should come to you. Correct na? There is a different concept by different people are there. Okay, but still I would like to follow this. Yeah, some people are telling little opposite to this, but I do not agree to them. You can follow me, no problem in it. Okay, realized in here also realized word use किया. यहाँ पे तो ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल वर्ड यूज किया. करेक्ट ना. यहाँ पे 12 मंथ्स यूज किया. अग्री आर नॉट? हाँ, here operating cycle यूज किया, यहाँ पे तो 12 months यूज किया. After the reporting date means balance sheet date. Means if it is within 12 months, why is the word realization used in the top also, down also? That means for what items I should look at For what items I should compare with the operating cycle? For what items I should follow only 12 months? Understood question? See, balance sheet में क्या क्या होता? Current investment भी है, इन्वेंट्री भी है, डेटार्स है, प्रीपेड एक्सपेंस है, लोन्स एंड एडवांसेस है, तो बहुत है. यू आर जस्ट नो लिस्ट. करेक्ट ना? When should I see? When should I take the operating cycle comparison? When should I look at 12 months? Just now I told operating cycle can be more than 12 months. For that, okay, it is understood based on the wordings. Okay, yeah, listen my dear, operating cycle has to be seen, correct na? Yeah, operating cycle has to be seen when, sir, when means when it is related to traded assets, operating assets. Otherwise, if it is linked to operating assets, then you look at operating cycle. Operating asset means kya hai, sir? Which will come because of the operations. Example kya hai, my dear? You must be writing everything, okay na? Yeah, inventory is an operating asset, correct na? Will use it, will you use the inventory for your operations or not? Yes. Trade receivable, that is debtors. Okay, debtors. Yeah, debtors. Okay. Oh, debtors. Yeah, debtors arise because of the operation क्या है? सेल किया सर, इसलिए डेटर आ गया, करेक्ट ना? प्रीपेड एक्सपेंस, या प्रीपेड एक्सपेंस, yeah, etc., which are all arising, correct na? So where, what is my suggestion? Yeah, operating cycle, when should I look at? I should look at only for those assets which are arising from the operation. Your routine business से आ रहा है तो ना operating cycle देखना पड़ेगा. Got my point? Exactly. Now come down to the, now, sir, he realized in 12 months कब देखना? Other than operating, correct ना? You are supposed to apply this for other than operating. Other than operating means what, sir? Example. Example, इधर 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 देखो इधर, correct ना? Other than operating means example, loan given. Loan given. Tell me, loan given, giving loans is your business, routine business. It is not my, I'm not a banker, na? Hello, correct? It is not, this is other than operating. Agree? Other than operating. Yeah, investment purchased. See, share capital purchased. Investment bought. Tell me, what should I apply? Other than operating. Under these circumstances, you are supposed to apply 12 months concept should apply. You are not supposed to look at operating cycle. Okay, you are not supposed to look at operating cycle. Have you understood the concept? So for those assets which are arising from the operations, for that you compare it with operating cycle. For those assets which are not, correct, which are not, then I mean non-operating items, non-operating item investments, so loans and advances, these items go. Then 12 months criteria is supposed to, 12 months criteria is supposed to be applied. Agree? Right. Let's go to the last one, fourth one. Yeah, fourth one is again one more good and important point. It is cash or cash equivalent. क्या बोल रहे? Cash or cash equivalent, unless it is restricted for being exchanged or used to settle the liability for at least 12 months after balance sheet date. Read it once again. What I do, see, generally if I read like this with unless and all, I won't be comfortable. I don't know about you. I will try to convert in simple language. Unless word ko I will cut it. Sir, can you cut like that? We can cut. Yeah, unless क्या करेगा? At least को क्या होता? At least means what? Minimum 12 months. At least means 12 months or above. Correct na? Right. In less than 12 months कर उल्टा लिखेंगे. Unless is, unless को उल्टा, unless को काट किया तो we have to write उल्टा here. Now read the sentence. It is cash and cash equivalent which is restricted. Okay, the sentence forget about it. You write it in a, you write it, just forget. Okay na? It is a cash and cash equivalent which is restricted for less than 12 months from the balance sheet date. Is it simpler? Correct. Now what is the sentence? Tell me. Cash and cash equivalent which is restricted for less than 12 months. Means within 12 months I can take my money. and I can pay my liability. Now I can eat off or whatever I want to do, I can do. This is what for from being exchanged use of settle off. You withdraw money, you can settle it. You can settle, you can pay for liabilities also, you can pay it off, you can do whatever you want. Understood? Yeah, this is the suggestion what I gave you. What did I say? Unless ko kaat karo, at least ko less than. At least means 12 or about 12. No, no, ulta karna. Okay, unless ko nikala to you have to reduce this. I mean reverse karna. Reverse karna to less than karo. Then things will be fine. Okay, now can we recall one time this current asset definition? Very important, crucial, throughout life important. Yeah, tell me what is the current asset definition? This is okay. All other assets which are not classified as current is going to be classified as non-current. Right. So tell me, my dear, what is the first one which is expected to be realized in or intended for sale or consumed in the normal operating cycle? And I told you this you should use it only when it is with respect to the operating assets. Next, which is held primarily for the purpose of trading. Right, which is held primarily for the purpose of trading. Next is what? Expected to be realized within the 12 months from the balance sheet date. That is only for other than trading assets. Go use it, it makes sense. Right. And the fourth one is what? It is cash and cash equivalent, which are restricted for less than 12 months, is going to be treated as current asset. Okay, right. And what is operating cycle? We said it is cycle means a period of time. Period of time between two dates. Which date? Date of purchasing of material for processing till the realization of cash and cash equivalent. E gap is called period. If you can't determine, then you are supposed to go with 12 months. Okay, but at the same time, it doesn't mean that there is no rule that operating cycle has to be less than 12 months. Kuch nahi, aisa rule kuch nahi hai. Correct? I hope you understood. Yes, exactly. This is what is the matter. Okay, now current liability definition also. Let me close it, then let me take a break. Okay, current liability. Yeah, what is a current liability? Here also, any one of the condition if you satisfy, then it is current liability. It's easy because you remember now the other four the current asset का definition सुना ना exactly उल्टा हो जाएगा now. Right? Tell me, ma, it is expected to be settled. Realization word is for asset, not for liability. Realization means you will collect money from the lender. Ah? No, no, you have to pay them. You have to pay means settlement. Correct, na? Right. If it is expected to be settled in the normal operating cycle, yeah, again, sir, for which liability will use the normal operating cycle? Again, operating liabilities. Operating liability means what are the examples of operating liability? Ma? Creditor. Correct, na? Can I say? Because it arises from this. Employee liabilities. Yeah, why employee liability? Provident fund payable, A payable, O payable. Yeah, employee related liability, salary payable, correct, rent payable. Why it is coming? Because of your operations it is coming. Otherwise it would have not come. Right. Next thing. Right. So now the point, next point is what we say, which is held primarily for the purpose of trading. लाइबिलिटी को क्या ट्रेड करता सर? गुड्स है तो बाई सेल करता. लाइबिलिटी को भी ट्रेड करता? हाँ करता मैं. विच वन? नॉट नॉर्मली. दिस इज लाइक ए शेयर मार्केट. शेयर्स. करेक्ट ना? ऑप्शंस. क्या बोला? ऑप्शंस. फ्यूचर्स. या यू विल हैव ए ऑप्शन. करेक्ट ना? व्हाट विल हैपन? इट इज हेल्ड फॉर ट्रेडिंग. द बैलेंस विल बी नेगेटिव. दैट्स व्हाई इट इज लाइबिलिटी. Why, what and all, no? You might have heard options futures right now. Maybe some of the students must have heard this already. Okay, some may be having some experience, but right now you don't need to go deeper and deeper on that. Here what we will do in CA final, you will be learning. You have a separate subject called what is that? Strategic financial management. Something is there, SFM we call, simple. There you learn deeper knowledge. For the time being, yes, there are some things are there which are held for trading. Not normal creditors ko we don't sell. Creditors ko you have to pay. Right? Next. It is settled within the 12 months from the balance sheet date. This is again other than operating. Other than operating means example what? You have taken a loan. Correct? Now you have issued debentures. Correct? Now those items ko 12 months rule is applicable. Next. Yeah, this is important. The company does not have an unconditional right. Read the line. That does not have unconditional right to defer the settlement of the liability for at least 12 months. Here also, I would like to cut and make it in my style. Does not, not I will cut it. Okay. At least means what I told? Minimum 12 months. So I will say less than. If I write less than, now read the line carefully. You will be able to understand. You will be able to remember. The company has unconditional right to defer it for less than 12 months. Simpler means, what is that meaning? If you come and ask me, you are my creditor. If you come and ask me, what is that you will ask? I pay my Ravikant, you pay my money. You are liable to me. Correct na? Hey, no, you come after 6 months. Fine, because I can defer. I can defer means postponement. I can postpone for how months? Months, maximum 12 months. I don't have right to postpone for more than 12 months. If I can postpone, correct? I have right in the agreement में very clearly told. Grace period is 1 year. That means I can correct. I can pay after 1 year. No, grace period इतना नहीं मिलेगा. That's a different thing. But just trying to tell you, explain you that. Okay. If it is more than 12 months है तो then this concept will work. Hope you understand. Exactly. Next, all other liabilities shall be classified as non-current. That is normal sentence. Hope you understood. First line talks about operating liability. Third line talks about other than operating. Loan taken is not your business. That is not a daily business. Correct? Na? Those things. The company does not have unconditional, not cut karo either. I mean, right? You got my point? Yeah. So now one question will come. Right. See, I'll give one question. This is what asked me. This was an expert advisory committee opinion. Yeah. Listen, there is a gas company. Correct. Gas companies are there, no? HP gas and the correct. No? So many gases are there. Right. Bharat gas. Right. 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 I also must. Every family will be having some gas connection. Right. Some cylinder will be there. Cylinder को deposit करना नहीं करना. If you purchase one cylinder, do you need to? This is not a purchase. You will be cylinder. If you buy, you will be paying for the gas, not for the cylinder. Okay, cylinder when you supposed to take. Okay, the HP company will get deposit. Will get deposit. Deposit for what? Deposit for cylinder. Okay. How much sir? Per cylinder 1,000 rupees करके collection हो जाएगा. Right. What is that amount when they receive the money? HP company when they receive. What is the entry they should record? Cash account debit 1,000 rupees. Correct na? So deposit received. Deposit from customer. Correct. Deposit from customer करके 1,000. The deposit is nothing but a liability to them. Why? Because they are supposed to pay you back or not? Correct. So that's why HP company has a liability deposit. Correct na? Say 5 lakh crores. Yeah, one customer or two customers. Are you getting my point? One customer or two customers? Lakhs of customers. Agree? Yeah. So it is obviously deposit 5 lakh crores is there. Now question, where should I keep it? Where should I keep it? Deposit, shall I keep it under current or non-current? Yeah. Generally, rules I will first talk. Next practically also I will talk. Rule में क्या होता? Whenever I surrender my cylinder, suppose example, right now I am using Bharat gas. Now I say I am going to another place. Other place में HP gas is nearby. I will feel no sir Bharat gas वाला को आपका cylinder ले लो sir. नमस्कार. Correct ना? Give me my money back. Agree or not? I can ask no. Yes, I can ask for this. Right. Like that I can do it. Situation number one. Understood? Yeah. So now whenever I surrender my cylinder, do you have right to say that I will not pay? Nothing doing. You have to give me immediately. Cylinder submit किया तो मेरा 1,000 मुझे देना पड़ेगा. Correct? Mandatorily you are supposed to give me. Now the question is, what HP company is doing? This HP company is doing. They were showing under non-current. Why non-current, sir? Why non-current means they are saying, sir, correct, sir. We are supposed to give, but nobody comes and asks. No, cylinder connection will not go out so easily. Na? If I take collection, unless until I shift the city or if I shift the area, otherwise I will not do. ये शिफ्टिंग तो डे टू डे बिजनेस नहीं होता ना, इसीलिए हम वी आर शोइंग इट अंडर नॉन करंट करके एचपी कंपनी वाला बोला. अंडरस्टूड? टेल मी, इज इट एचपी कंपनी करेक्ट or not correct? They showed non current. Saying that people will not ask only. Array, people will ask, people, but you have to go by the definition. What is the definition? First sentence not applicable. Second sentence not applicable. Third also not applicable. Okay, but fourth is applicable to you. Tell me one basic thing. Fourth is applicable to you. Why? If somebody comes and if one person, whether he come is a secondary thing. That is his wish and his will. If he comes, can you tell no, you come after 1 year? No. Correct? Na? See, you can't tell. Correct? Na? Whenever he feels he will come, that is his right. But whenever he comes, it is your obligation. Can you defer it? You can't defer. Since you can't defer, understood our situation. What is that? ICA told, not me. ICA told, deposit is going to be presented as current. Current किया तो क्या बोला 5 lakh crore rupees suddenly comes under current asset means it's going to impact the financials. Na? Your current ratio will be small number. It's a bad impression will come. But nothing doing. What they told is correct. Definition, as per the definition, no, it is. You don't have a right to defer it for more than one. You cannot defer immediately. You are supposed to pay. And demand you are supposed to pay. The minute I bring my cylinder, surrender to you, you have to give me my deposit money mandatorily. You don't have a choice. Got it? That's all. You can't defer, no? HP cannot defer. HP has to pay immediately. That means it is a current liability to them. No, current liability as per definition. It can be deferable for less than 12 months. Correct. You cannot defer even. I mean, if you can defer for 1 day, assume. That means what? You are deferring for one day only, na? Is it less than 12 months? Less than 12. That means current liability. You are satisfying the fourth definition. Your ability defer is not crossing 12 months. That's why it is current liability, I am telling. 1 day. That's why it is correct. Payable immediately. Yeah. The agreement is end of. Okay, what I'm trying to say, end of the day, agreement is important. Agreement mein what is your right, what is your obligation you are supposed to bother. Right.